All right. Good morning, everyone. People, good morning.
Morning.
Let's go ahead and start our class today. What were we done in the previous class, everyone? You remember in the chart? Yes? No, you remember the chart in the brain? What did we discuss yesterday? First, we discussed article number 366, clause 12A, which told GST means any tax on supply of goods, services, or both except alcoholic liquor for human consumption. You remember everyone? Then we learned about what is tax. Then we learned direct tax and indirect tax ka difference. Direct tax, sir, tax imposed on me, payable also by me. Sir, indirect tax imposed on the goods and services, burden is shifted. Sir, direct tax is income tax, indirect tax is GST and custom. Try to recall, try to recall. You have to learn the recalling technique because in the exam you recall. Are we clear? Direct taxes, progressive, indirect taxes, regressive. Then we learned about the features of GST. You remember the features were there, everyone? After it is a tax on supply of goods, services, or both. It's a destination based tax. It's a value added tax. It's a consumption based tax. Are we clear, everyone? What is the next thing we learned after that? Sir, the deficiencies we learned before that. We learned what were the deficiencies, and then on the right hand side, we learned the benefits which are there. Now, down which was there was central taxes subsumed. Important for exam. What are the central taxes gone? Central excise duty,
Yes, sir.
central sales tax,
Service tax.
service tax, surcharges and cess, countervailing duty under customs. You have to try to recall. You have to try to recall and talk. Can I go ahead, everyone? Then we learned about the state taxes subsumed, taxes not subsumed. Do you remember, everyone? Then we came on the right hand side where we learned about intra and inter. Intra-state, within the same state, within the same UT, which are CGST, SGST, and CGST, and UTGST. The next one over here, interstate. Interstate, what did we learn, everyone? Interstate, two different state, two different UT, one state, one UT. What do we go ahead and charge? IGST, and two different countries also. Can I go ahead, everyone? Then we learned one small box was there where it was told what were the different items on which what are the different types of taxes. Then we started learning with the constitutional provision. Do you guys recall? Now, constitutional provision mein first article which was there, article number 265, no tax shall be levied or collected except by the authority of law. Then article number 245, Baba, here, article 265, article 245. What did article number 245 say? Parliament will make the law for the whole of the country or the part of the country. State legislature will make law, then that will be for state or part of the state. Can I go ahead, everyone? What did we learn after that? Then, so that there is no dispute, we went ahead and distributed the power between union list, state list concurrently, basically parliament, state legislature, and the both the government together. Then, sir, then what happened? Then what did we learn? Article number 246A. What is article number 246A, everyone? GST ka law. Parliament will make CGST ka law and state legislature will make the respective state ka SGST laws. Whenever it's an interstate transaction, what will be who will have the power? Central government will make the law, and central government made which law, everyone? IGST Act. So we went ahead and learned article number 269A, which told what? That sir, central government made the law. Now IGST will be collected by central government, and central government will distribute between the state and the union. Are we clear? Beta, how many of you revised at home and came? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know why percentage is low in passing? 7, 8. Huh? Because students are not dedicated. How many times did I tell you? Please revise and come. Yes or no? You have to put hard work. If you don't put hard work, I can't put the hard work on your behalf. You getting my point, everyone? Kindly start studying. Yes? Getting it? Every day morning, you have to wake up 15 minutes early. Then the time you are waking up now, not 15 minutes before the class. Okay? Then the time you are waking up now, and every day you should revise and come for the class. Got it, everyone? Can we go ahead? Just a minute. Chalo. Baba, dedication is very important. To pass, dedication is very important. Why did I say that pass? Why the pass percentage is low? The pass percentage is not low. the percentage of dedicated student is low. You have to be very dedicated. But over the next 2 months, when you come for the class, you have to be so dedicated that you are working very hard with me. And when the 2 months gets over of the class, you know everything. You getting my point, everyone? Chalo, let's start. Just a minute. Now, the next article over here is article number 279. Please come to the constitutional provision. First chart which is there, article number 279. Article number 279A, GST Council. Now, Baba, see, GST is a new law. GST is a new law. Central governments, state government. Now, who made the law? GST का law. State legislature के through state government made their law. Central parliament के through central government made the CGST law. But you know what? CGST law and SGST law are exactly same. Are we clear, everyone? Now, what happens? Supposingly, government went ahead and told section number 24 will come, where government told that everyone who makes interstate supply means one state to another state has to take compulsory registration. What did the government say? Whoever is supplying from one state to another, no limit. 1 rupee ka sale also you have to take compulsory registration. Now, what happened over here is, handicraft item of a state, no one will buy in that state. Outside the state, only people will buy. So what handicraft suppliers were doing, they were selling outside the state. Now they went and told the government, sir, if we have to take compulsory registration, sir, we are small people. 5 lakh, 7 lakh rupees ka sale and you're telling compulsory registration, sir. They started crying. Now, whenever in GST, any problem happens in the trade, because GST is a new law, changes has to come. So central government and state government together will sit and discuss what are the issues. So every state finance minister is there in the one council has been created, constitutional body, which is the GST council, where everyone will sit. Central government ka member, state government ka members who have come, they will get their respective state ka problems. Sir, these people are crying, do something for them. And then what will happen is council will recommend saying, okay, for these people, we will give exemption from registration up to 20 lakh. Once the council recommends to the government issues one notification saying from today, these people are not required to take registration till 20 lakh or 10 lakh, whatever. So that notification is the amendment. But who will suggest the notification to the government? GST Council. So we are going to now learn about the GST Council. Everyone over here in your book, if you come, in your textbook, if you come, you will be able to see over here the GST Council. I have gone ahead and drawn 1.6, page number 1.6. Everyone over here now. GST Council. Council means the council. Wherever you see council word, no, you have to understand council means the GST Council, which is constituted under article number 279A. Everyone, the Mr. late Pranab Mukherjee who was there. Now he was the person who had constituted the GST Council because that time he was the president. Are we clear? Now president went ahead and constituted the GST Council. In GST Council, we have two union ka member. Union means central government ka member. One is the chairman, Union Finance Minister, Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman. And the second one over here is, second member is also a union minister. He is also a union minister. Union minister means central government ka minister. But you know what his name is? His name is Union Minister of State and he is in charge of what? Revenue or finance. But he is also a union minister. Are we clear? So how many union ministers are there? Two union minister, and there are other members who are there. How many states we had? 31 states. So 31 states ka state finance minister, whoever is the state ka finance minister, or might be any taxation minister, or any minister who has been nominated by the state. Any one person will come from that state. Now he can be the state finance minister, he can be the taxation minister, or anyone who is nominated by the state saying you are a sensible person, you should go and attend. Means you are a sensible person in this area and you should go and attend the council meeting. So that person will come and attend. Are we clear, everyone? What will that person do? Any problems, any things which are there of that state, any changes if they want in GST, they will come and propose to the GST council. Traders, basically suppliers, etc., will write to this person. This person will take the problem to the GST council. Are we clear, everyone? Now, if you see over here, article number 279A of the Constitution empowers the president to constitute a joint forum of the center and the state, which is known as what, everyone? GST Council. Now, the joint forum is known as the GST Council. Now, to create the GST Council, what will be the various provisions, etc.? Those provisions were brought on this date. Provisions were made effective from which date? 12th September. That what will be the functions, sir, how the GST council will be created. All these provisions were made effective on 12th September. But actually, President constituted the GST council on what date, everyone? 15th September. Sir, GST council mein how many members are there? Now, GST council, we have one is the union member, Miss Nirmala Sitaraman, chairman. One is another union minister of state who is in charge of what? Revenue and finance. Another is 31 states got 31 finance ministers or taxation minister or any minister nominated. So if I go ahead and tell you GST council, can you tell me, everyone, GST council, how many members? Two union member, 31 state finance minister or taxation minister, right, everyone? So we have 33 members who are there in the GST council. Are we clear? Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, if you see over here, the next one is what are the functions of the GST council? I'll talk about the functions also. Sir, the functions of the GST council is to make recommendation to the union and state on most of important issues like the taxes, cess, surcharges which may be subsumed. You learned about the taxes subsumed, taxes not subsumed. Who told which taxes will go? Who told which taxes will not go? GST Council decided it. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is the goods and service which will be subject to or exempted. Now, which goods pay? GST will come. Which goods in public necessity? Milk, public necessity item, they exempted it. Who told to exempt? GST Council. The next one is model GST law, principles of levy, apportionment of GST in case of interstate, and the principles that govern place of supply. You remember place of supply, how to determine, sir, what will be the principle to determine the place of supply? All this will be decided by whom? GST Council. The principle of levy, when GST will be levied. Are we clear? The principles for levying, all this will be decided by whom? GST Council. Threshold limit for turnover. When you have to take registration, what will be the limit for taking registration? That will be decided by the GST Council. Rates of GST will be decided by the GST Council. Rates of GST means this item, how much rate will be there? Every month, every quarter, you will see GST Council whenever they meet quarterly, 6 months, they go ahead and meet. Then you will see that they go ahead and decide on the rate, saying this item pay rate will increase, this item pay rate will decrease. Rates who decide? GST Council. The next one is special rate for specified period to raise additional resources during any natural calamity or disaster. For an example, Kerala mein flood was there. After the Kerala flood, they went ahead and told, okay, whenever goods are sold in the state of Kerala, you can go ahead and collect Kerala flood cess. Any tax on goods and service is what, everyone? GST, correct or not? And hence they had to take the permission from the GST Council. So GST Council can allow that for certain period for raising additional fund, you can go ahead and collect additional amount also. Additional resources ke liye, you can go ahead and have some special rate, might be additionally you can collect 1%, 2%, etc. That can be suggested by whom? GST Council. Now, there are some special category state. There are some special category states. Sir, why are they so special? I'll tell you. For an example, in the state of Karnataka, they have given turnover limit for goods as 40 lakh rupees. How much, everyone? 40 lakh ke liye turnover limit is 40 lakh for goods. If you are a supplier of goods to take registration, it is how much? 40 lakh. Now, tell me one thing. Supposingly, I'm in the state of Karnataka. For me, 40 lakh is okay. But tell me one thing. If they keep 40 lakh ka same limit in hilly region or northeastern region, northeast and hilly regions which are there, now 40 lakh rupees if they keep in the hilly region, do you think many shops will come under registration or none of the shop will come almost? Some shops will come, might be. Now, if some shops will come, how will the government earn revenue? You getting my point? So for special category states, which are basically what, nothing special. It is just that they are the hilly region and northeastern state. Government thinks that keeping a higher limit of 40 lakh rupees, most people will not come under registration. How will revenue collection happen? So government have gone ahead and kept the limits less for those states. Some special provisions are made for those states, and that is why they are known as what, everyone? Special category state. But are they not humans? Yes or no? So we can call them humans. Okay? Humans. H for, you have to remember, Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh. U for Uttarakhand. M for Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram. A for Assam. N for Nagaland. S for Sikkim. Humans of Tripura and Jammu and Kashmir. We call them humans of Tripura and Jammu and Kashmir. You're noting it down quickly. If you're noting it quickly, if you're not noting it, anyways, it's there. Uh, in your book, it's there anyways. Okay? Everyone over here now. See, special category states which are there. And in your book, I've anyways gone ahead and given. You can see over here, special provision with respect to special category state. Here, one more you have to write, Assam and Arunachal. People, can you repeat with me? Special category states. H for Himachal Pradesh, U for Uttarakhand, M for Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram, A for Assam, Arunachal, N for Nagaland, S for Sikkim, of is not a state, Tripura and Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, everyone. So 11 special category states which are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, everyone. Now you remember them. Now just imagine if you would have read all the states' ka name and gone for the exam without the mnemonic, how will you remember in the exam? Are we clear? You have to also learn one practice, that learn conceptually, but after that retain it. How to make it retain easily is your target in the exam. Is your target after learning every chapter. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, please come back. So for this special category state, they will go ahead and make what? Special provision. And any other matter relating to GST, as the council may decide, also that will be the function of the GST council. Sir, in the exam, it is very, very important. They have gone ahead and asked twice. And I feel this is the one important thing from this chapter. Everyone over here now. I went ahead and told you that whenever goods or service will be supplied, what will be levied, everyone? GST will be levied or imposed. Can you tell me which item pe GST can't be imposed? Alcoholic liquor for human consumption. And one more item I told you. HP man. HP man. These two items are known as non-taxable under GST. This pay, if government wants to levy GST, how can government do that? Amending the constitution. This pay, if government wants to levy GST, how can government do that? Baba, only alcohol was kept out of GST. But as of now, government have also kept out for the time being HP man. What is HP man, everyone? High speed diesel, petroleum crude, motor spirit, aviation turbine fuel, and natural gas. These five petroleum products are also kept out of GST. But you know what? When GST Council decides and it says the government, it gives recommendation to the government. If government issues a notification from that day, petrol pay also GST will come. This five item pay also GST will come. So it says over here, the GST Council shall recommend the date on which the GST shall be levied on HP man. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, tell me one thing, everyone. GST Council, how many members did I tell you? GST Council. GST Council, how many members? 33 members. Can you tell me union members are how many? Two union member and state members 31. Correct, everyone? So total is how much? 31. 33. Okay. Now it says over here, one half of the total number of members shall constitute a quorum. What do you mean by quorum, everyone? Minimum number of members that should be present for a meeting to be held. Now they are telling one half of the number of members should be present. Can you tell me half of the number of members means? 16.5. So one will send his son. No, Baba, no. 17 members at least should be present for a meeting to be held. Are we clear, everyone? Remember one thing, in the exam, don't write 17. In the exam, write half of the number of members. The law should be written the way it is. Can I go ahead, everyone? Half of the number of members should be present for a meeting to be held. Now, everyone, I want to go ahead and talk about it. Listen, every decision in the GST Council shall be taken by majority of not less than three-fourths of the weighted votes of the members present and voting. And then it says votes of the center have a weight of one-third and votes of the state have a weight of two-third. What do you understand by this, everyone? They are going ahead and telling you have to go ahead and see, supposingly, one decision has to be taken. If I'm not wrong, in the 35th GST Council, if I'm not wrong, 35th GST Council meeting, the first time voting system was used. Before that, sir, all the decisions were taken because everyone was agreeing. In the GST Council meeting over there, in 35th GST Council meeting, they went ahead and spoke about lottery. Lottery is a sin item, and hence some states went ahead and told rate should be 28%, and some states told 12% is there, it should be 12 only. For that, first time voting system was used. How the voting system works, let's understand. Now, in this, what happens? You have to go ahead and see number of members present and voting. Present and voting. Are we clear, everyone? Now, they went ahead and told, should it be 28% or should it be 12%? For an example, that day, union member, both the union members were present. Out of this, supposingly, only 26 members had come. Right, everyone? Now, what they are going ahead and telling is, weights of the center. What is the weight of the center? Weight means vote ka weight of the center is, weight of the votes is, here it is 33.33%. One third means 33.33%, and here it is 66.67%. So total vote ka weight is how much? 100%, and they are telling for majority to be achieved, at least 75% votes should be casted in favor. Are we clear, everyone? Now, supposingly in that meeting, this both members had come, and only 26 states ka members had come. Okay, everyone. But now, when the voting system started, Karnataka told, we don't deal with lottery and all, so I'm not interested in voting. So you have to go ahead and see not the number of members present. You have to go ahead and see the number of members present and voting. Two members both told we will vote. If one member was voting, it will be one. Okay, everyone. Now here, uh, supposingly 26 say only 22 or I'll say 21 states ka members told, 20, okay, I'll do one thing, I'll do it 20, 22, 22, 23, just to divide easy it will become. Everyone over here now. So here two members were present and voting. Here 23 members were present and voting. 3 members told, no sir, we don't want to vote and all. For us, it is irrelevant about lottery. We don't deal with lottery. That states told. You know what will happen? This weight of the votes which I have gone ahead and given, over here, which one? 33%. This will be divided by the number of members present and voting. If you divide this by 2, can you tell me? If you divide this by 2, how much will come? 16.5 something. Nirmala Sitharaman told, I agree it should be 28%. So, sir, how many members, how many votes casted in favor? 16.5%. Again, Union Minister of State told, I also agree that the rate should be 28%. Then again 16.5% casted in favor. So 33.3% casted in favor. And this 66.67%, again, this should also be divided by the number of members present and voting. Now, can you tell me if you divide it by 23, how much will come? 2.9. We'll take it 3 at everyone. 3 everyone. We'll take it 3. Now 3% in favor. Tamil Nadu told, yes, we agree. It should be 28%. Again 3% in favor. Like this, all the states, when they agree, and it comes up to how much? Some will not agree also. So it should come up to 75. Only then majority is achieved. Are we clear, everyone? What did I tell you about the GST Council? I told GST Council how many members? 33 members. Half of the number of members should be present for a meeting to be held. Then I went ahead and told you what, everyone? Sir, union ka member are 2 union member. How many state ministers are there? 31, total 33. Their votes का weight is how much? 100%. Now union का member का vote is 33.33%. States का member का vote is 66.67%. It should always be divided by what? Number of members present and not only present, present and voting. And when you divide it by the number of members present and voting, each member का vote का weight will come. Total the number of members who are agreeing, it should come up to how much? Only then we can say majority is achieved, and once majority is achieved, a decision can be taken. Did you guys understand this point, or shall I repeat? Everyone got it? Sure, 100%. Can I go ahead? Chalo, everyone over here now. Then please come to a chart now. See, GST Council, it was constituted on what date, everyone? 15th September 2016, 33 member, 2 union member, 31 state finance minister. Taxation का spelling looks taxation. ठीक है, taxation. ठीक है, everyone, please. Taxation minister or any minister nominated. ठीक है, everyone. Then it says quorum. Quorum should be how much? Half of the number of members should be present for a meeting to be held. Majority is what? By 3/4. 3/4 means how much, everyone? 75%. Weights of the votes of the member. You have to go ahead and see. Weight. 3/4 of the weighted votes of the number of members present and voting. Weight of votes, center is 1/3, state is 2/3 of the total votes cast. Functions I have gone ahead and told you to make recommendation to the union and state on various taxes, etc., to be subsumed, rates of GST, goods and services which are subject to or exempted from GST, special provision with respect to special category state, and the date on which GST will be levied on HP man. What is HP man, everyone? High-speed diesel, petroleum crude, motor spirit, aviation turbine fuel and natural gas, and the threshold limit of turnover for registration. Can I go ahead, everyone? I hope you guys are able to connect that this much only was there in the textbook also. Can we go ahead? Now, everyone, when you come down over here, the next one is this common portal. What do you mean by the common portal? So, common portal. What is the common portal, Baba? The common portal, I'll show you. If you come over here, this is the common portal. gst.gov.in. We call it the common portal. ठीक है? Then we have e-way bill का e-way bill gst.gov.in. This is also the common portal. Sir, e-invoicing के लिए, I'll teach you what is e-invoicing in the tax invoice का chapter. E-invoicing के लिए we have the portal, which is what, everyone? E-invoice का portal. This is also known as the common portal. Are we clear? Why do we call it the common portal? We call it the common portal because it is being commonly used by central government and state government. When you have to go online and make the payment of tax, when you have to file your return, you go where? To the gst.gov.in. You make CGST ka payment also over there. You make SGST ka payment also over there. It is common portal which is used by central government also, which is used by state government also. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? Everyone, what are the three common portals? gst.gov.in, e-way bill gst.gov.in, and e-invoicing one gst.gov.in. Like that, there are 10 e-invoicing ka portal. E-invoicing 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that, how many portals are there? 10 portal. E-invoice ke liye I will talk more when we go to the chapter of tax invoice. Can I go ahead, everyone? As of now, you understand e-invoice means you generate one invoice and register your invoice online. That portal is known as e-invoice ka portal. Sir, what do we do on the gst.gov.in? On the gst.gov.in, we go ahead and we can take registration, we can make payment. Can you see over here? We can take registration, we can make payment, we can file for GST ka refund. So this is one portal for all the problems which are there. Whatever you want, not problems, for whatever you want to do, you want to take registration, payment. Are we clear, everyone? All can be done through the portal. Now this portal is being managed by Goods and Service Tax Network. Can you see GSTN? Now, if you see over here, the next portal which is there, e-invoice ka portal. E-invoice ka portal, when your truck is going on the way, you need one document. Not e-invoice, e-way bill. Are we clear, everyone? That e-way bill is required when your truck is moving on the way, and that e-way bill can be generated. E-way bill. On the way, you need a bill. E-way bill. On the way, you need a bill which you have to generate electronically. How will you generate electronically? Over here. And this website is being managed by National Informatics System, National Informatics Center, and IC. The next one over here is e-invoicing ka portal. E-invoice ka portal again is managed by NIC. Are we clear, everyone? Chalo, please come to your chart. See over here. It is managed by whom? Goods and Service Tax Network. These two are managed by whom? National Informatics Center. Now, this Goods and Service Tax Network, which manages the GST.gov.in, what is the primary work of the Goods and Service Tax Network, the company? Government created one company called Goods and Service Tax Network, which basically manages the GST.gov.in. My question to you guys is, what is the primary function? What do they do? The Goods and Service Tax Network is a not for profit company which is there. Are we clear, everyone? And it is formed by the government. And what are the functions? Let's go ahead and understand. It facilitates registration. Okay, sir. Any problem, anyone? Next, you go online and make IGST ka payment. Do you think every month government will go ahead and sit and calculate how much should I pay to which state? Or it will be done automatically by the backend? The backend which is created by the Goods and Service Tax Network. Automatically, when you go ahead and put, no, I have sold the goods to the state of Tamil Nadu, they will automatically say, oh, Tamil Nadu mein consumption, half central government, half state government. That automatic computation and settlement of IGST is also done by GSTN. Then matching of tax payment detail with the banking network. You made online payment, whether the government have received it or not. Providing MIS report. What do you mean by MIS, everyone? Monthly information system report. Sir, this month, this many people joined GST. Sir, this much was the collection of GST. Are you guys able to understand all these statistics? Who will go ahead and provide? Goods and Service Tax Network, the company who manages the GST.gov.in. The next one is forwarding return to central and state authority. Do you know, whenever you take registration, for an example, we have Venkat over here. Venkat, yes, sir. This is Venkat. Okay? Venkat, where is your cap? Oh no, he's put in the bag. Okay, this is Venkat. Now, Venkat, who is there? Venkat, whenever one person goes online and takes registration, no, that person will be allocated to one officer. Are we clear? Now, this officer who is there can be a CGST officer also. Okay? And this officer who is there on you can be an SGST officer also. Baba, in GST, we have CGST officers also. We have SGST officers also. Central government ka GST officers and state government ka GST officer. Sir, now what happens whenever you take registration, no? Portal automatically goes in and allocates you to an officer, that he will be your jurisdictional officer. Now that officer who is your jurisdictional officer, he can be a CGST ka officer also, central government ka officer also, he can be a state government ka officer also. Now when you go online and file your return, if you are allocated to an SGST officer, your return has to, you went to gst.gov.in and you filed your return. Now the return has to be sent to the GST officer, no? If he wants to check or something, it's not mandatory that he will check, but all the returns, etc., will be forwarded to your respective officers. So that work is also done by whom? GSTN. Providing analysis of taxpayer's profile. Venkat is a risky guy, taking too much input tax credit. Think everyone, he might not be showing his sale. All these things, who will go ahead and tell? Sir, they analyze each taxpayer. Taxpayer's ka profile is being analyzed. Basically, they don't sit and analyze. Nowadays, artificial intelligence is used. Correct or not? And they will do the analysis whether who is a good taxpayer, who is not paying the taxes on time, or might be who is going ahead and taking extra credit, extra. All this analysis is done by whom? GST. Everyone, please come on the left hand side. Now, whenever you have to go online and you have to file your return, whenever you have to go online and you have to file your return, you, okay, I will go ahead and talk about one person. Supposingly, this is Reliance over here. This is Reliance. And this is Goods and Service Tax Network, gst.gov. They manage the gst.gov.in. Now, Reliance has to go ahead and file its return on the gst.gov.in. Now, just imagine if Reliance has to go ahead and file its return in the Reliance ka accounting software. It has in a month 1 lakh invoices which are there. Reliance has so many branches, so many sale, so many purchases. Are we clear, everyone? It has purchased from so many people. In the accounting software, they will go ahead and account, saying that, okay, these are the sales which are there. Now, all these invoices, they also have to upload the details where? On the gst.gov.in. Not the invoices, but the details have to be uploaded when you want to file the return. Now, just imagine Reliance is saying, sir, one day before the 2-3 days before the return, I have to hire so many people who can feed in all this detail in the gst.gov.in. Correct or not? Sir, in the gst.gov.in, no? Feeding all this detail, sir, it's taking a lot of time. Please give us some simple solution for it. So what government have gone ahead and done is, government have appointed someone called GSPs. GST Suvidha Providers. GST Suvidha Provider. Now, what these GSPs do now, they customize the product. They will develop one software. They are basically IT, ITES companies who are being financial technology companies who are there, who are basically being appointed by the Goods and Service Tax Network. They are appointed. They are empaneled by the Goods and Service Tax Network. You know what they will do? For Reliance, they will create one software. That software, what will it do? From the Reliance ka software, they will pull the data and directly push the details in the gst.gov.in. Don't you think the taxpayer is being relieved? Yes or no? So basically, these GSPs go ahead and create a software which will pull the data from here and push it to the gst.gov.in. Are we clear, everyone? Did you guys understand? Now, what happens? Sometimes these GSPs, they also can go ahead and take the help of ASPs, application service providers. ASPs, application service provider. Sir, what is the work of an application service provider? Baba, the applications, again, the name, application service provider. Are we clear? They go ahead, they develop some application which will again help the taxpayer in going ahead and filing their return. So, sir, GSPs also do the same work. Now, if GSPs want some help, they can go ahead and take the help of application service provider. So, GSPs act as a link between whom? Taxpayer and GSTN. Correct or not? They pull the data from here and push it to the gst.gov.in. Now, in between GSP and the taxpayer, sometimes GSP also appoints whom? Application service provider. Application service provider, again, they will develop an application which will help this taxpayer in filing their returns. Are we clear, everyone? So, this ASPs act as a link between whom? The taxpayer and the GSP. From here, whatever data, etc., is required, the application service provider will develop the software which will again pull the data. Are we clear? Yes or no, everyone? So here, GSPs act as a link between whom? Taxpayer and the GSTN. ASPs act as a link between whom? The taxpayer and the GSPs. Are we clear, everyone? You know, GSP actually, talking in detail, lot of things are there. They do reconciliations, etc. But I'm giving you a very basic now because you are yet to learn about the various returns, various reconciliation, etc. I'm not discuss them. So if I go ahead and talk more about it, you will not understand only because you don't know about returns now. Are we clear, everyone? As of now, did you understand what is the GSP? GST Suvidha Provider. Suvidha means ease. They make ease. Yes or no, everyone? Now, what they are going in and doing, they take the data from their software and push it directly to the gst.gov.in. Don't you think they are helping taxpayers in filing their returns, uploading the invoice related returns, invoice related detail? So that is a major work of the GSP. And GSPs also take the help of whom? ASPs. Everyone over here. GSPs. These are IT, ITES, financial technology companies who are appointed by whom? GSTN, to develop the application for taxpayers to interact with what? GSTN. They facilitate taxpayer in uploading invoices and filing of return. They customize the product according to the need of users. Might be Reliance needs some different kind of software. Might be Tata's need different kind of software. So they develop the software according to the need of the users. And then GSPs also take the help of ASPs, application service provider, and GSPs act as a link between whom? Taxpayer and GSTN. ASPs act as a link between whom? Taxpayer and GSP. Are we all 100% clear? Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, everyone over here. The last concept which you see down over here is section number 6, which I want to go ahead and talk. Listen. Everyone over here. Cross empowerment. Tell me one thing. Supposingly, what is your name? Nitya. ठीक है. This is Nitya, madam. Okay. ठीक है. Now, this is Nitya, madam. Baba, Nitya, madam, when you took registration, you will be allocated to one officer, right? Whenever you go online and take registration, you will be allocated to one officer. Supposingly you are allocated to a CGST officer. You are allocated to a CGST officer. Now, when Nitya madam went online and filed her return, no, in the return, she supposingly had to go ahead and pay 1 lakh rupees ka sale. She did one sale. She did in a month. She should have paid 9% and 9% GST. It means she should have paid how much? 9,000 and 9,000. But my mistake, she took from the customer 6% and 6% and paid how much? 6,000 and 6,000. Can you tell me how much default she has done? For an example, I'm telling small amount, but I'm telling 3,000 and 3,000 ka default has she done. 3,000 is what default? CGST ka default. And this is what default? SGST ka default. Now tell me one thing. To recover CGST amount, who will catch your neck? Only for classroom purpose. Who will catch your neck? CGST officer. To recover SGST amount, who should catch your neck? SGST officer. CGST officer to recover CGST amount. SGST officer to recover SGST amount. But don't you think if two people catch your neck, Baba, it is too complicated? Yes or no? So government went ahead and told we will not go ahead and two people will not catch your neck together. If your officer is a CGST officer, if your officer is a when he is going ahead and sending you a love letter, no, not love letter, demand order. When he is sending you a demand order for an example, he will demand from you CGST amount 3,000 plus he will also demand from you the SGST amount of 3,000. Sir, he is a CGST officer. Who gave him the power to demand SGST from me? He should demand only CGST. So section number 6 gave him the power. Section number 6 says proper officer appointed under CGST is also authorized to act as proper officer under SGST or UTGST. Are we clear, everyone? If proper officer issues an order with respect to CGST, he shall issue an order with respect to SGST or UTGST or vice versa. Now, if my officer is a SGST officer, can he go ahead and ask from me SGST amount? Yes. And can he also demand CGST from me? Yes. Why? How can he demand CGST from me? Section number 6, cross empowerment. An officer is always cross empowered. If he is going ahead and demanding from you CGST, he can demand SGST also from you. Now, SGST which he has collected, he'll pass it to the state. CGST, the central government will retain. Are you guys able to understand? So for one crime, both the officer will not catch you. Your jurisdictional officer, if he's a CGST officer, he'll demand from you CGST also. And he has also been cross-empowered. He can demand from you SGST also. Are we all 100% clear? Now, you know what happens? Supposingly, your officer gave you a demand order. Your officer gave you a demand order. Against the demand order, no? Your officer gave you a demand order. Against this demand order, you go for appeal. You go to appellate authority. Okay, everyone. Then if you want to go more higher, you go to appellate tribunal. Then you go to high court, supreme court, etc. Okay, everyone. Now, supposingly there is a demand order which has been passed over here. Now, there is a demand order which has been passed. What they are telling over here is further, if order is passed by the CGST officer, proper officer under PO means proper officer under CGST, appeal, review, revision, rectification will also lie with the proper officer under CGST only. When you go for an appeal, no, the appellate authority which is there. So if your officer was a CGST officer and he passed a demand order, now the appellate authority which is there, in appellate authority there also officers will be sitting, and this appellate officers has to be CGST. So if your order has been given by a CGST officer, when you go for an appeal, you have to go to the central appellate authority, where center ka officers will be sitting. Are you guys able to understand what I'm telling? So, sir, if my officer who is sitting on my head is a CGST officer, he gave me a demand order. If I want to go and appeal further, I will go to the appellate authority. This appellate authority will also be central appellate authority. Are we clear, everyone? You can't say against this demand order, I'll go to the appellate authority which is state का appellate authority. That is not possible. Is my point clear to all? In the same way, supposingly my order was passed by the SGST officer. When I am going for an appeal against an SGST officer ka order, where will I go for an appeal? State appellate authority or central appellate authorities? State appellate authorities. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? Chalo, everyone over here now. Just a minute. Huh. Everyone is clear with this point? Cross empowerment, everyone? Chalo, congratulations, people. Arey, congratulations. We are done with your chapter number 1. I'll close my discussion on chapter number 1. No, I'll close my discussion over here. But now what are you going to do? All you have to do is read your textbook, solve some question answers, and you are done with the chapter. I'll close my discussion on chapter number 1 over here. Now, everyone over here, listen. Come to your textbook, not textbook. I want to do first question answer, and then we will go ahead and read the textbook. Please come to your Q&A material, everyone. Everyone, Q&A material, please. Chapter number 1, GST, Introduction, Overview, and Administration. Please come to your Q&A material, everyone. Quickly take out your notebooks, everyone. Sir, notebooks to we used to use when we were kids. Baba, you need your notebooks in the class. I want everyone to have a notebook and pen because we have to start writing. In the exam, listen, only readings a chapter. See, I will go ahead and now solve the question answers. Let's see, are we able to do question answers or not? Writing is a very important skill. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo. And you know what? In the exam, 40, 45, all the students will get, who will learn conceptually, who will go ahead and revise and go. 40, 45 to you will 100% get. But that 50 mark, which should be there in all the subject, so that you can get how much mark, everyone? Aggregate ka 200. That you will never get if you don't practice. Are we clear? You have been hearing from childhood, practice makes a man perfect or women perfect. Yes or no, everyone? And that is very important. In the exam, the students who don't practice and go, trust me, when they try to write in the exam, just imagine it's like telling Virat Kohli everything about a cricket bat and ball. First time you gave him a bat in the field, he knows everything about a bat, how the bat is made, how I should hit a sixer. But first time he was using in the cricket field, do you think he will hit a sixer? How do you think you will hit a sixer first time holding a pen in the exam? You getting my point, everyone? Writing is a very important skill which you have to learn. And you know what? People who don't write and go 100% fail. You want to challenge me? You can challenge. If you pass, I'm very happy. But don't do such challenges. Please practice and go. Are we getting it, everyone? Please practice. Baba, exceptions are always there. Tomorrow, if supposedly one student passes without practicing, sir, did not practice. Baba will not take such chances. You getting my point? 80 is our target, and 100% will achieve the target. But only thing we have to practice and go. Can we go ahead, everyone? Chalo. Baba, this is your Q&A material, Q&A plus MCQ book, which is there. Uh, this book is completely amended till 30th of April. Please come down. Now, if you come over here, see, whenever you see over here, I've given the questions also. I've given after every chapter MCQs also. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, if you come down, chalo. Please come to your first chapter, everyone. GST Introduction, Overview and Administration. Sir, what kind of a chapter it is? It's a C graded chapter. 2 to 4 mark is the maximum expected out of this chapter. Okay, everyone? Now, sir, that means I will not practice and go. Everyone over here now. You know what? Every drop of water makes the ocean. 40 chapters are there in your for you to study. 42 chapters. Correct? Every chapter you leave 3 marks and go. Got no? Over. Got it? So, Baba, every 2-3 mark is very important in the exam. You know, they will give you a 16 mark question. Student tell me C graded, I will leave and go. That student will fail. Why? Every 16 mark question, you will see one C graded chapter ka one question they will put. You have already left 20 marks. 20 marks you did not know. You wrote 60 and came. In a bad manner. How will you pass? You getting my point? Trust me, if you write 85 also or 80 also properly and come, no one can stop 70 marks. Why will they not give 5 out of 5 if you're writing it properly? The problem is, you tell me one thing. In the question, they ask you what? List, validate, discuss the validity. ठीक है? They ask you to explain. They ask you discuss. Discuss. What is the difference between a question which is telling discuss, validate, explain the validity, or discuss the validity, explain? What is the difference? What is the difference between a question which says elaborate? What is the difference between a question which says discuss? What is the question explain? What is the difference between a question which says examine? Sir, all are same only. No? I know only one way, student's way. Whatever I know, I will vomit and come. Baba, you can't do that. You getting my point? If they tell you just write the list, means you just list it down. If they tell you to explain, there's a way to explain. If they're telling you to discuss, we have to discuss. If they're telling you whether the statement is valid, so you have to say first statement as valid or not, and then start writing. Students write only one way. Whatever I know, everything I'll write and come. That is why you don't complete the question paper. To complete the question paper on time also, you can't write one line extra, you can't write one line less. You getting my point, everyone? Sir, how will we learn to write then? Baba, learning will come only when you practice. Write, compare. Write one answer, compare one answer. Write one answer, compare one answer. Sir, I will write only test and pass. Baba, test when you write, no, someone else compares your answer. You will never know what's your mistake. You getting my point, everyone? You only have to write one answer. You have to compare your answer. Write, compare, write, compare. One day, the variance will become zero. You will not have any difference only. What you are writing is exactly what is expected by the ICI. Baba, as of now, we are kids of the ICI. CS students, we are kids of the CS Institute. Correct or not? CMA Institute, the kids are also there. Now you are kids of them. How they are telling, we will write and we will pass. After you pass, no. Your client, you give gyan however you want. Can we go ahead, everyone? Chalo, let's go ahead. Please come down. Everyone over here now. What is goods and service tax? Baba, article number 366, I've already told you, and I've already told you the features. Correct or not? You know, if I tell you, pick up your pen and start writing, you'll be like, oh no, sir. Wait, I'll tell you. Everyone, list the features. Tax, central tax is subsumed, state tax is subsumed, tax is not subsumed. Are we done, everyone? Yes or no? Same thing is there already. It says GST is a destination based tax on consumption. GST is a destination based tax on consumption. Discuss the validity of the statement. Now, when they are telling you discuss the validity, tell me, is the statement valid or not? When they are telling you to discuss the validity, first thing you have to say whether the statement is valid or not. See, the given statement is valid. Is GST a destination based tax, everyone? Can you write it for 3 marks if I tell you? Imagine yourself writing. What will you write? Tell. Nitya madam, tell 2 lines. Ayo sir, tell no 2 lines. Tell. You know, in the exam, no, pen will not move only. You know in your heart, but heart to paper is very difficult. Can we go ahead, everyone? Baba, heart to your pen and from your pen to the paper is the most difficult task. If I tell you to write this answer now, what will you write? Venkat started reading. He thought, no, before sir tells me. You getting my point, everyone? Yes, it's a consumption-based tax, destination-based tax. Tax accrues to which government? Where the goods are finally consumed. Correct or not? GST is a destination-based tax on consumption of goods or service. GST is known as a destination-based tax since the tax would accrue to the tax authority which has jurisdiction over the place of consumption, also known as the place of supply. Keep your hand on the heart and tell me how many of you would have written this. There's no chance. Has the teacher not taught it? I've taught you. But tell me one thing. Can I make you write? That practice to you only have to do. I can tell you once, please start writing. And I'm telling you again and again. In your heart, you should remember one thing. People who don't write, 100% fail. And people who write, I'll tell positive also. People who will write, 100% you will get 70, 80 marks. All other subjects taken care. Start writing. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now they have given one example. Chalo, let's go ahead. What are the benefits which will accrue to the country from GST? People, do you remember benefits of GST? Are everyone? What are the benefits of GST? Creation of unified national market, boost to Make in India initiative, enhance investment and employment, then ease of doing business. Sir, compliance cost has come down. Then enough. 3, 4, if you remember, enough. Can I go ahead, everyone? You're not an inter that they will ask you. Earlier, this was a Central Board of Indirect Tax ka FAQ which was there. Now this has come as in your ICI study material also. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one. Sir, why I'm not making you practice this is because these are questions which are only to read. Whatever the important question which I would want you to practice, I'll make you practice. Don't worry about it. What are the commodities which have been which are the commodities out of GST? Alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Second one, HP man. Tell me HP man, everyone. High speed diesel, petroleum crude, motor spirit, aviation turbine fuel, and louder, everyone. Natural. Yes. I can't shout. If I shout much, no. Tomorrow throat will go down. Day after tomorrow you will say, sir, holiday. Well, anyways, day after tomorrow is Sunday holiday. Yes or no? Yes. Aha. People are so happy. Examine the status of taxation of such commodity. Baba, tell me one thing. Earlier, this was CBSE FAQ, now ICI study material. All these are okay. What type of GST is proposed to be implemented in India, everyone? Dual. The next is, why is dual model required? Are we clear, everyone? Will you guys read it at home? These are just for reading. These are just for reading question answers. You can read it once. Not practice, not required. How a particular transaction of goods and service would be taxed simultaneously under the CGST and SGST, explain with the help of example. Baba, this is your homework. Just for reading, you can read it once. They are going ahead and telling how a particular transaction would be taxed simultaneously under CGST and SGST. But whenever a transaction happens in India, supposingly it is sold within the state, supplier and place of supply is within the state, what will be charged? CGST and SGST. CGST goes to central government, SGST goes to state government. Please read this at home. Okay, everyone? Next. Write a short note on various lists under the 7th schedule to the Constitution of India. Baba, list number 1, list number 2, list number 3. List number 1 is what? Parliament will make the law. List number 2, state legislature. And list number 3, both the government together. Next. This I want you guys because it is C graded chapter ka A graded question. 1 mark can come. Please read this properly and go. Okay? This you mark it. Okay? This you mark it. One day in my heart, I know it will come. Till now, it has not come, but it will come. Alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Baba, alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Tell me. Manufacturing, state government charges, state excise duty, selling pe VAT or CST. Second, petroleum, petrol, central government, central excise duty, selling pe VAT or CST. Tobacco, central excise duty and GST. Correct? Last, narcotics, drugs, etc. State excise duty and GST. Over, no. Is it there already in the chart book? Baba, nothing will be missed out. Don't worry about it. Under GST, only value addition is taxed and burden is to be borne by the final consumer. Examine the statement. Aha. They are telling examine. Closely look and examine. What do you examine by the statement? Is the statement correct or not correct? See, when they ask you to validate, you should say the statement is valid. When they tell you examine the statement, you say, the statement is correct. The statement is incorrect. Is the statement correct? Yes. Okay. Madam, your name? Nivedita, madam, tell 2 lines about this statement. Hmm? Some thought. What will you write? So, Baba, GST is a destination-based tax on consumption. Did I tell you over here? It's levied at stage, right from manufacturing up to the final consumption. Did we go ahead and discuss starting, say, all the stages? And then it says where tax paid at the previous stage will be allowed as set off, and resultantly only value addition is tax. Did I tell you over here that, sir, output pay tax will be there, input pay will get the credit, you will set off and pay the balance. Everyone over here now, the next one. Why was there a need for constitutional amendment for introduction of GST? Discuss the significant provision of the Constitution Amendment Act 2016. Sir, why was there a need of constitutional amendment? Because central government and state government wanted equal power, concurrent power to go ahead and charge GST. And that is why we wanted to go ahead and amend the constitution so that we can give equal power to both the government to go ahead and charge the GST. Do you guys remember, everyone? And now the Constitutional Amendment Act was being passed. What were the provisions in the Constitutional Amendment Act? They are going ahead and telling. Number one, concurrent power was given to whom? Baba, did I talk about the constitutional provision? Number one, concurrent power on parliament and state legislature to make the law. Yes or no? Levy of IGST will be always central. Parliament will make the law, central government will collect, and they will apportion between center and state. Sir, principles or for determining the place of supply and whether supply takes place in the course of interstate trade or commerce shall be formulated by whom? Parliament. Principles for place of supply. Do you remember? I told section number 10, 11, 12, 13 of the IGST Act tells how to find out the place of supply. The next one, GST will be levied on supply of all goods and service except article number 366 of the Constitution inserted. All these amendments were done by whom? The Constitutional Amendment Act. Can I go ahead, everyone? Sir, on HP man, GST will be levied from what date? In the Constitutional Amendment Act, Baba, they introduced GST Council also, no? So GST Council will go ahead and tell on HP man from when GST will come. The next one, the Union government shall retain the power to levy GST on excise, levy duty of excise on what? Tobacco and tobacco product. Correct, everyone? President will go ahead and constitute the GST Council. Sir, GST Council may Union Minister will be there, Union Minister of State will be there, and 31 State Finance Minister or Taxation Minister will be there. Then the function of the GST Council is given, and then the GST Council ka provisions came on what date? 12 September, and Council was constituted on what date? 15 September. You know what they did? We learned about the various article number 246, 269A, and article number 279A, which is there. Correct or not? GST Council. All these articles they clubbed and put it one place. Because all these were basically the constitutional amendments which happened. Can I go ahead, everyone? People, you got it or did not get? This question, I believe you should at least know 4 points and go. The second question which I am telling you that you should read and go and not leave. Question number 12. In my opinion, important question should be done. The next one. Sir, why was there a need of constitutional amendment before introducing GST? Because both the government had to be given equal power, and to give equal power, they introduced article number 246A. Do you remember? Alright, 246A was introduced or not? Did you guys remember? Yes or no? Can we go ahead? Sir, discuss article number 246A. What does 246A say, everyone? What does article number 246A say? That it provides Parliament the power. Parliament will make the law for CGST, and state legislature will make the law for SGST. Whenever it is interstate trade or commerce, central Parliament will make the law whenever it is interstate trade or commerce, and state government will never go ahead and interfere in that. Correct or not, everyone? Chalo, please come back. The next one, question number 16, an important question for your exam point of view. I want you guys to read the question. Everyone over here. The GST Council stands as a big backbone of the whole GST law. What is the role of the GST Council under GST? Okay, everyone, one time it has come. Enumerate any 5 of the matter which GST Council may make recommendation. And the last one, everyone, books closed. Pick up your notebook, start writing the answer. 5 marks in your exam. I want to see what do you write. Close the book. Don't start reading. Oh, madam is like, let me read before I write. Write a bad answer. No problem. People watching at home, pick up your pen and start writing now. I'll pause the video, quickly write down, and then we'll compare the answer. Quickly write. Start writing now. Pick up your pen and start writing. Are we done writing, everyone? Can we discuss? Who wants to read out his or her answer? Madam, would you like to read your answer? Why? Because the day you feel I'm proud of writing my answer, that day you are ready for the exam. Today, none of you wants to read your answer, right? But by the end of the classes, you will see that you are writing it so well. If you are practicing with me, you are writing it so well that you'll say, sir, my answer is very good. You know, students come home and they go ahead and say, I will get 80 marks. They have written like the way you have written today. Do you expect writing 80 you will get 80? Or writing 90 you will get 80? If it was a 5 marks question, how much will you give yourself? Venkat, what do you think you will give yourself out of 5 marks? 2 marks. Just imagine if you write 100 marks, you will get 40. If you are writing the way you are writing today. You getting my point, everyone? You have to write in such a way that you wrote 80 and you got 70 easily. And that perfection to come, you have to practice. Are we clear, everyone? See, knowing everybody knows, but why is only a small percentage of people passing? Because those people are practicing. Those people know how to write in the exam. You getting my point, everyone? Pick up your pen, write. Pick up your pen and write. It's very difficult to write. I'm telling you, trust me, after the classes gets over, there'll be hardly 5 or 10 percentage of the student who will remember that I had told to practice, and they will practice and only that percentage passes. I told you exceptions can happen. But otherwise, people who write definitely pass. Write and practice is very important. And that is the most important part which is missing among the student. Because going back home, picking up a pen and sitting to write is very difficult. And the difficult task, if we are able to do, you will 100% pass. Can I go ahead, everyone? Madam, you wrote your answer. Can you read out your answer?
The central and state legislature has power to levy taxes on supply of goods and services. The Parliament, the central government has exclusive power to make laws with respect to goods and service supplied outside the state that is interested.
Madam, that was not asked only. You're talking about article number 246 and 269. What they are asking is GST Council. Can I go ahead, everyone? The GST Council stands as the backbone of the whole GST law. What is the role of the GST Council? They are telling enumerate any 5 matters for which GST Council can make recommendation. They are telling who are the members of the GST Council, enumerate any 2 recommendation. So if they ask you about the members, you write about the members. Otherwise, you just go ahead and say about the role or the function of the GST Council. What did you write? Article number 246. Huh? Okay. Everyone, did you guys understand what did I say? Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, these are the functions which are there. Now, the functions which you would have written, the language will be different. So, the language is not coming. Baba, write, compare, write, compare. Slowly, that language also you'll learn. Can I go ahead, everyone? Don't worry. In the first day, you can't learn the language of the law, but slowly it will come. Can I go ahead, everyone? Any 3 or 4 points can be written. The next one is list the special category state. Ha ha ha. What are the special category state, everyone? Humans of Tripura and Jammu and Kashmir. Not required. This is baby question. This is a good question for you guys. 16th is a good question. Let's go ahead. Next one. What is GST and goods and service tax? Networks. And its role or discuss any 2 functions of the GSTN. Baba, GSTN stands for Goods and Service Tax Network. It's a not-for-profit company incorporated under section number 8 of the Companies Act. Actually, they have asked in inter, not in final. But still might be a 1 or 2 mark question. What if they ask in final? I've gone ahead and given this. Baba, sometimes you'll see very silly kind of questions also come in the exam. So you can't expect you have to expect the unexpected also. Can I go ahead, everyone? I expect one day in my heart, I feel they can go ahead and ask this for 2 marks. That is why I've given. Can I go ahead, everyone? See, it says GSTN has been set up to cater to the needs of GST. It has made up site or portal which has been notified as what? Common Goods and Service Tax Electronic Portal. Thus, GST provides the IT infrastructure under the GST law. GST portal developed by it is used by center as well as the state. GST portal is referred as the common portal. This portal is taxpayers interface with the with the government. Basically, you are sitting on one side and one side is government. How do you interact? With the help of the portal. Then they have gone ahead and told about the functions of the GSTN. Have I already told you about the function? It's over here. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, please come back. The next one over here. Can you see question number? Okay, so you are going to see question number 20 now. Home furnishers registered under GST has been served a demand order under GST by the central GST officer. Does home furnisher need to approach both central and state appellate authority for exercising the right of appeal? No. Where will it go? Central appellate authority. Write it for 2 marks. Pick up your pen and start writing, everyone. Pick up your pen and start writing. People watching at home, you have to pick up your pen and start writing now, write. I'll pause the video, quickly write. Are we done writing, everyone? Can we compare our answer? Let's compare. GST law makes provision for cross empowerment between center and CGST and SGST officers so as to ensure that a proper officer of any one, say CGST, passes an order with respect to a transaction, he will also act as a proper officer under SGST for the same transaction and issue an order with respect to the GST, CGST as well as SGST component of the same transaction. The law further provides that where a proper officer under one act has passed an order, any appeal or review or rectification division against the said order will lie with the proper officers of that act only. Similarly, if order is passed by the proper officer under SGST, any appeal, review, rectification will lie with the proper officer of SGST only. Thus, home furnishers is required. See, this is the conclusion, everyone. You're able to see, everyone? This point is what? This is the final conclusion. It says, thus, the home furnishers is required to file an appeal with the Central Appellate Authority, section number 6 of the CGST Act. Can I go ahead, everyone? In this chapter, in my opinion, you should do question number 20 by writing, question number 19 by writing, question number 16 by writing, question number 12, question number 10, others all you can read and go. Otherwise, this question which is there, no, list the taxes which are not subsumed is also a good question. Okay, everyone? Means C graded chapter ka A graded question these are. Okay, everyone? So these questions at least you should go and do and go. Now, everyone, please come down. After you are done with one chapter, can you see the MCQs now? Sir, MCQs. Yes, Baba, it will be a homework today. What I will do is, once we are done with 4 or 5 chapters ka question answers, what we will do is, one day, 5 chapters we are done, we will discuss all the 5 chapters ka MCQs together. How will we discuss? Today, you will be going home and doing the MCQs at home. You have a doubt, you guys will let me know that, sir, these are the doubts which you are having, which you are facing problem, and those I'll be doing in the class. Baba, all these are simple MCQs which are there. Are we clear, everyone? You will be 100% able to do it. Any doubts? When we are discussing all the 5 chapters ka MCQ, we'll discuss it. Done, everyone? Okay. No, they have not given it. They will give it. Don't worry. Okay? Are we done, everyone? Chalo. We'll close our discussion. Everyone, I want you guys to do the MCQs at home. Can you see MCQs with reasoning it is? Every MCQ, I've given the reason also. So by chance you don't understand anything, you will see here. Sir, by chance I have a problem, then I'm there in the class. Don't worry about it. People sitting at home, anyways, I'm available on call also. Can I go ahead, everyone? Call or message or WhatsApp? Can we go ahead, everyone? So all the MCQs ka reasonings are also given. See over here. Till here, I've gone ahead and written the reasoning. Congratulations, people. We are done with the question answers relating to your chapter number. Come to your textbook, everyone. Sir, you will do textbook also. Yes, Baba. See, by doing the chart book, you understood that you are able to do the question answers easily. Correct or not? Today, when you do the MCQs at home, you will understand that you are able to do MCQs also. Okay? The chart book is designed in such a way that it covers your all the question answers, MCQs, everything. Okay? Plus your provisions of the law and some additional points are also covered in the chart book. Don't worry about it. Now, let's go ahead and quickly see the first one. Did we read what is tax? Did we read the difference between direct tax and indirect tax? Did we read article number 366? Did I tell you why states did not leave alcohol? Did I tell you about deficiencies in the existing tax system? Did I tell you about the features which are there? Then, did we learn about pre and post GST? Did we learn the model? One point which I want you to remember over here is India has adopted which model of GST? Dual model, and this model has been adopted from Canada. Are we clear? Canadian model has been adopted by us. In the exam, by chance you say Australian model, ठीक है? US model, Canadian model, inter you are or final. Inter may they say all this question, everyone. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, nature, intra, inter. Correct, everyone? Intra में CGST, SGST. Inter में what will come? IGST. Sir, what are the taxes subsumed? Central taxes, state taxes which are subsumed, taxes which are not subsumed. Then I went ahead and told about, sir, what do you mean by entertainment tax? Local bodies wala entertainment tax is not subsumed. Do you remember? See, entertainment tax is levied on cinema, video shows, cable, amusement, performances, pageants, any local theater is happening, all those pay local municipality charges, municipal taxes. Those are still continuing. Those are local entertainment tax. We call it local entertainment tax. The next one, did I tell you about the various goods and service? What will be the tax? Do you remember, everyone? If you don't remember, I'll remind you. Here, next, everyone over here. Now, this one point which is there. You tell me one thing. When the GST Council was deciding whether we should go ahead, what taxes we should go ahead and subsume, what taxes we should not subsume, what was their thought? What was the principle? When they were telling excise duty, we will subsume. When they were telling VAT, we will subsume. When they were telling CST, we will subsume. What was the thought they had? What was the principle? Baba, the principles were any tax starting from manufacturing till the consumption. In this chain, whatever taxes were there, they subsumed it. Any tax which was leading to cascading effect, they subsumed it. Correct or not? These were basically the principles. That is what is written. Taxes or levies to be subsumed should be primarily in the nature of indirect tax, which is on what? Supply of goods or service. So what did they subsume? They subsumed only indirect taxes, which were basically on goods and service. Secondly, taxes or levies to be subsumed should form part of what? Transaction chain, which commences with import or manufacture or production of goods or service at one end and consumption at the other end. Baba, from manufacturing till consumption, whatever taxes were there, they went ahead and subsumed those taxes. Correct or not? The next one, the subsuming should result in what? Free flow of credit. The taxes and levies that were not specifically related to goods and service were not subsumed under GST. And because of the subsuming of taxes, what was happening? Free flow of credit is going to happen. Revenue fairness to both union and state. So revenue fairness means central government ka 10 taxes subsumed, state government ka only one tax subsumed. Is it correct? No. If central government has did swaha of 5 taxes, state government also should give up how many? 4 or 5 taxes. Means if central government gave up its 1 crore ka revenue, state government also should give up its 1 crore ka revenue. Only then it will come as GST and GST will be distributed between both of them. So revenue fairness was also the objective. It was not that state government ka all taxes subsumed, central government ka will not subsume only any tax. You getting my point, everyone? This is okay. One thought is there. Everyone over here next. Benefits. So this was your additional point which was there in your textbook. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, benefits of GST. Did you learn, everyone? Genesis. Genesis means the history. History is history only. Article number 265. We learned article number 245, 246. This two, anyways, I have gone ahead and taught it. GST Council we learned. Everyone, did we learn about the common portal? Did I tell you about the common portal? Chalo. Did I tell you about GSPs and ASPs? Yes, sir, you told us about it. Now, everyone over here, the GST law, act, and rules. Now, how many types of GST act is there? One is CGST act is there. How many acts are there? One is IGST, one is HGST, and one is UTGST. GST compensation says, anyways, you guys know it. Now, when you go ahead and read about the act, it's the CGST Act, IGST Act, SGST, and UTGST. CGST is applicable on intra. This is applicable on inter. SGST and UTGST is applicable on intra. Number of act one. How many IGST Act? One. SGST, how many state ka has SGST Act? 31. UT के लिए there is only one UTGST Act which is applicable to all the union territories. Number of section 1 to 174 sections we are going to learn. The next is here section number 1 to 25. Can you tell me IGST is applicable? IGST Act is applicable. IGST Act is applicable on intra or inter? Interstate. CGST Act is applicable on intra. So Baba, both the section में there should have been section number 174. Here also it should be section number 174 tak. Wherever, but you know what they did? They went ahead and told, when you read IGST Act, no, IGST Act में section number 20 is there, which goes ahead and says, it will be there here only somewhere. One section is there, which goes ahead and says that all the provision of the CGST Act, copy paste in IGST Act also. They did not write the IGST Act again. They told all the CGST ka provision, copy paste in IGST Act also. Are we clear, everyone? Next. Here also 174. Sir, it means CGST Act and SGST Act are exactly same. Yes. But we are not going to learn SGST Act. We are not going to learn UTGST Act. Our objective in the class will be to learn what? CGST and IGST Act. When you know CGST Act, SGST is exactly same. Next. Number of definition. Okay, sir. Just for knowledge. JFK. Just for knowledge. Now, there are rules which are there. CGST rules, IGST rules, etc. Then, and number of rules which are given over here. Sir, only 3 rules, Baba. Here one rule may, the section rule may, they have gone ahead and told one line saying copy paste everything from CGST to IGST. And that is why only 3 rules are there. Can we go ahead, everyone? Everyone, when you come down, who gave the government the power to make the rules? Who gave the government the power? When you read section number 164 of the CGST Act or section number 22 of the IGST Act, it says that the power was given to the central government to go ahead and make the rules was given by whom? This section. Act ka, this section allows the government that government can go ahead and make the rules. Can I go ahead, everyone? I want to go ahead and talk about this act, rules, etc. little more. After some time, I'll talk. Administration. Who takes care of the GST law? Central Board of Indirect Tax and Customs. CBIC. Central Board of Indirect Tax and Customs. See, if you go over here, this is the CBIC ka portal which is there. Central Board of Indirect Tax and Custom. Actually, this is the CBIC ka portal which is there. Central Board of Indirect Tax. Sir, I want to see where is the GST Act. See, Baba, GST Act. Can you see the GST Act? Here is the Act, GST rules which are there, forms which are there, notifications which are there, circulars which are there. I'll talk about it little later. Okay, everyone? Next. Who does the administration work of the GST, everyone? Central Board of Indirect Tax and Custom. We call CBIC as the board. Wherever you see the board means what? Not your state board, central board. It is the CBIC. Everyone over here. Now, circular. Okay. Take care. Okay, everyone over here now. What do you mean by circular? I want to talk little about one thing which you should know first. If I go ahead and talk about the GST law, GST ka law which is there, in GST law, we have one is the act, one is the rules, one is the circulars, and one is notifications. Correct, everyone? in GST law, what are the various things we have? We have the Act, GST Act. We have the GST rules which are there. CGST rule, SGST rule, IGST rule. We have circulars. We have notifications. Sir, where did you show this? Baba, if you see over here only, in the portal only, you'll be able to see. GST Act is there. Rules is there. In GST rules, we include the forms also. Sir, forms means registration ka form. To claim refund, which form will you file? To file return, returns ka form will be there. All those forms are given over here. You have notifications which are there, and you have circular. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, the GST Act, which is there over here, when you go to the Act, you'll be able to see the complete Act. Can you see on the left hand side? Till what section we have? Section number 174. Are we clear, everyone? Then, sir, what do you mean by rules? Our rules are nothing other than, okay, Act will always tell you, an Act always tells you what, everyone? What is to be done. Act always tells you what, everyone? What is to be done. 1 minute. I'll do one thing. Where are we? Yes. An act always tells you what is to be done. What is to be done means, supposingly, Act told when you cross a turnover of 20 lakh or 40 lakh, you should take registration. Who told? Act. Sir, which form should I file? Within how many days should I apply for registration? Within how many days officer will go ahead and give me registration? That is told by whom? Act will always tell you what is to be done. Rules will always tell you how it is to be done. So when we are learning the GST law, we will be learning the CGST Act also, CGST rules also, IGST Act also, IGST rules also. Can I go ahead, everyone? Act will always tell you what is to be done. Rules will tell you how it is to be done. Sir, I have to take registration when I cross 20 lakh threshold or 40 lakh threshold limit. Who told? Act told. Sir, how do I take registration? Which form should I file? Within how many days should I apply? Within how many days officer will give me registration? All this will be told by the rules. Then we have the circular and we have the notification. Circulars are nothing other than clarification. Sir, clarification. Baba, supposing whenever any GST ka officers, two GST ka officers are treating one transaction in a different manner. One officer is telling this transaction is supply, GST will come. This officer is telling no, it is not supply, GST should not come. Same transaction ke liye CBIC ka officers only, Central Board of Indirect Tax Tender only, these GST officers are there. Now these GST officers are differently behaving. One officer is telling this should happen like this. One officer is telling this should happen like this. So CBIC, in order to clarify something which is told in the law, can issue clarification, and these clarifications are nothing other than circulars. We will be learning about circulars in the due course of time. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next, see, the next one over here is notification. What do you mean by notification? See, every year government introduces the Finance Act. Yes or no? Budget is introduced, then the finance bill is there, finance bill gets passed, and the Finance Act comes. Now, Finance Act ke through every year government gets amendments. Now, for an example, there was one Finance Act over here which was passed by the government, and the next Finance Act is after 1 year, government passed one more Finance Act. Now, in between this two Finance Act, if any amendment has to be brought, and that is very urgent, has to be brought in between the year, it can't wait for the next Finance Act. Then what to do? They will go ahead and issue a notification, and notification is nothing other than amendments. And amendments between what? To Finance Act, because Finance Act ke through the government will anyways get the amendment. But if any amendment has to be done during the year, government can go ahead and get one notification. Everyone see over here. See, when you go over here, GST notification. See, government has introduced. See, I'll tell you one thing. 10th May 2023. 10th May means till when amendments are applicable for November 23? 30th April. This came on what? 10th May. So is this amendment applicable for you? No. 10th May ka amendment is applicable for whom? For May 23 student. Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here. Okay. Now that this has come, I'll tell you. You know e-invoicing? E-invoicing has to be done by a person whose last year turnover is more than 10 crore. Correct? This is applicable for all the students who are writing their exam in November 23. But now what they did In May, they have got one change. And they are telling the limit is 5 crore now. Is this an amendment? Yes or no? Yes. But this amendment is applicable for May 24 exam. For November 23, how much everyone? 10 crore. Don't get doubt anyone. Okay? So these are basically the amendments which are there. All the amendments which have come, I've gone ahead and incorporated in your book. So where do we pick up the amendments from? We pick up the amendments from here. But sometime what happens? For an example, this amnesty scheme is there. Amnesty scheme, can you see over here? This is not applicable in my opinion for you guys. Now, what if the ICI tomorrow says, no, you should teach the student? So if ICI by chance say, they will not say, but if by chance they go ahead and say that this also you should teach the student, then I will go ahead and tell you, okay, fine, in the class that, okay, you study. Otherwise, not required. So in our opinion, from this, you can see the amendments. These are all changes. These all changes which are there. From my opinion, I go ahead, so 2023, 22, whatever amendments came, which I thought are applicable for you, we go ahead and teach you. Can I go ahead, everyone? When the ICI releases the statutory update material, if by chance one or two additional amendments are there, I'll tell you, don't worry about it. Baba, you are my kids now. We will 100% pass. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo, next. You understood notification? Can you see circular? You want to see circular also? See here, circular. You should know practically. When you go to your office, you should be able to tell your boss, I can read online. It's there. It's free resource. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next, see circular. Clarification. Can you see? Clarification regarding GST rate. Clarification regarding GST rate. So government keeps issuing circular, and these circulars are also applicable for you. Are we clear? Can you see over here? Clarification relating to various issues of GST. So all these are basically clarifications which are issued by the CBIC. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Now, one more thing which comes is, did you guys understand what is the act of now? Act will tell you what is to be done. Rules will tell you how it is to be done. Circulars are clarification. Notifications are amendments which are brought between two finance act. Now, you will be additionally seeing that when we are studying, okay, I will talk about all those things when we are talking, when we are studying, not required. Where are we? Everyone over here now. Please come back. So now, do you understand who gave the power to the government to make the rules? Section number 164 of the Act. Sir, and central government on the recommendation of council will make the rules. And if you contravene the provision of the rules, how much is the penalty, everyone? 10,000. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. Administration, CBIC takes care. Circulars are being issued. Sir, what is circular, everyone? Whenever there is any ambiguity in any provision of the law, government goes ahead and clarifies that with the help of circular. But you have to remember one thing, the circulars which are issued by the CBIC are binding on the GST officers. They're not binding on you. If you don't want to follow that clarification, don't follow. But just imagine, you are not following the clarification, you are doing something else, officer is telling something else. He will definitely pass on demand order. If he passes the demand order, you go for an appeal. You can fight against it. Clarifications, but are applicable on whom? GST officer. They are binding on GST officer. They are not binding on taxpayers. But it is always recommended that we follow it. Can we go ahead, everyone? Otherwise, we'll fight. Next. GST officer. Everyone over here. See, this is the. Can you guys see over here? Can you guys see over here? Sir, this is the flow of the GST officer. First, superintendent is there. Sir, any other class of officer as it deems fit. Superintendent will be there in the GST department. Above him, assistant, then deputy, then joint commissioner, additional commissioner, then commissioner, principal commissioner, chief commissioner, principal chief commissioner. This is basically the hierarchy. Are we clear, everyone? This is basically the hierarchy. Next. Appointment of officer. Who appoints the officer? The board. Okay, let him appoint. Next. The next one. Power of the officer. Everyone, you read only the author's comment over here. CGST officer to exercise the power given by the Act. CGST officer may exercise. Tell me one thing. If my employee did not come, can I exercise the power of my employees also? Yes or no? Baba, I will exercise my power. If my employees did not come today, can't I go ahead and dispatch the book? Can't I go ahead and attend the calls for student? Can I do it or not? Yes. Is my point clear? So CGST officer can go ahead and discharge the duties of the subordinate. Tell me one thing. Can my employee come and sit in my class and start taking the class? Is it possible? No. See here. Even commissioner can delegate his power to subordinate, but that is subject to condition and limitation. I can delegate him. I can tell, okay, go to the class today. In the class, you tell the students to write question answer. I can delegate my work to my subordinate. Otherwise, my subordinate can't come and do my work. That is what they are telling. See, CGST officer will do his work. He can also do the work of the subordinate. Subordinate can do his work provided he goes ahead and delegates. And the next one is appellate authority. Tell me one thing. Above the GST officer is the appellate authority, right? Appellate authorities are for hearing appeals. Can appellate authorities are also GST officers only, but can appellate authority do the work of the GST officer? Remember one thing, GST officers which are given are only this. Where? Here. Subordinate ka work senior can do. But after this, when you go ahead and for an order which is passed by the additional commissioner, deputy commissioner, etc., you go for appeal, right? Appellate authorities are separate and GST officers are separate. Appellate authorities will do their work. They can't go ahead and do the work of the GST officer. Even though they are superior, they will hear, but they are only superior from the point of view that they can hear appeal. Can I go ahead, everyone? They can't go ahead and do the work of the GST officer. They are only there to hear appeal. One demand order has to be passed. Can the appellate authority pass demand order? Appellate authority can only hear appeal against the demand order. Can I go ahead, everyone? So what they are telling over here is appellate authority cannot exercise the power and discharge duties of the central tax officer. GST officers ka duties they can't discharge. You know what? We are seeing only central tax because we are learning the CGST law. Can we go ahead, everyone? The next is cross empowerment. Do you remember cross empowerment? I have gone ahead and written author's comment also over here. Congratulations, people. We are done with your chapter of chapter number 1, GST introduction, overview, and administration. Although a C graded chapter, but a basic chapter which was very important. Right, everyone? Please come back. Please come back now to your chart book, everyone. Please come back to your chart book. Chalo. Before we move to the next chapter, let's take a 5 minutes break and then we'll go ahead and continue. Right, everyone? Let's take a 5 minutes break and then once we come back from the break, we'll go ahead and continue with the next chapter. The next chapter is the chapter of supply. Let's take a break. Now, everyone, let's go ahead and move to the next chapter. Please come to the next chapter, everyone. Please come to the next chapter. The next chapter actually is the chapter of supply. The next chapter actually is the chapter of supply. But before we go ahead and learn supply, we should know what is goods and service. Everyone over here. Chapter number 2 we are going to learn today. Chapter number 2 is going ahead and talking about supply. Listen. Sir, what is the linking of the chapter? Listen. Whenever goods or services are being supplied, if you supply, then what will happen, everyone? GST will be levied. So, what is the taxable event? What is that event which happens because of which GST gets levied? That event is known as what, everyone? Supply. Are we clear? That crime which you do because of which GST gets charged is what? Supply. But before doing any crime, first you should know what is goods or service. Because only if something is goods and service, then if it is supplied, GST gets imposed or GST gets levied. Can I go ahead, everyone? So first step to learn GST is what, everyone? What are we going to learn now? Goods and service. Please come to your chart of goods and service, everyone. Everyone over here now. Goods and services. You know what? I went ahead and told you about I went ahead and told you that supply will be learning. But before you go ahead and learn supply, what are we going to learn, everyone? Goods and service. Now, goods ka definition is given in section number 2, clause 52. 2 clause 52. And services ka definition is given in section number 2, Section number 2, we have lot of definition, 121 definitions which are there. Out of that, this is definition number 102. Sir, do we have to remember? No, Baba, you don't have to remember. Section numbers, sir, if you remember, very good. If you don't remember, no problem at all. So definition ka section number not required. Can I go ahead? But as a teacher, when I am teaching you, at least I will tell no. Otherwise, when you go back home and you study, you'll say, what is this 252, 2102? So you should know about it. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Say everything is not from exam point of view. Nowadays, for a student, everything is from exam point of view. Things are to be learned also. You tell me, what is the ultimate purpose of you learning? The ultimate purpose of you learning is also to apply in your practical life when you go to your office. Yes or no? Nowadays, it is exam passing. Correct? But we'll also try to learn little bit so that when you go to your office, you are able to apply the law. Can we go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here now. Goods section number 252. Now, goods ka definition when you read, no? Goods ka definition we are going to read now. Goods means very, very important and very, very interesting definition. Goods means, they have given the meaning of the word goods. Goods means every kind of movable property. Now, sir, mobile phone, is it movable, everyone? Yes. Sir, your glass, water ka glass, movable. Yes. Sir, bottle, movable. Yes, goods. Every kind of movable property. Now, you tell me one thing. Now, what they have gone ahead and done is they have not gone ahead and defined the word movable. They did not define the word movable. Now, sir, if they did not define the word movable, what is movable? Sir, according to us, from childhood, we are learning whatever is movable is movable. Yes or no? No. Movable, whenever any definition is not given in the GST Act or any act, we go ahead and refer to that definition in the General Clauses Act. In General Clauses Act, when you read the definition of movable, no, they say movable property means what is not immovable. Movable means what, everyone? What is not immovable. Okay, very good. Then they went ahead, then when you go ahead and read what is immovable property, they went ahead and told immovable property means land. Immovable property means land. Any benefit arising out of land. So tell me one thing. What is immovable property? Because if it is immovable, it is not movable. Array, if it is immovable, it is never goods. Because goods means only what? Movable. Can I go ahead? So first of all, they have gone ahead and told land. Baba, sir, agricultural land, rural land, urban land. Baba, land always means land. And remember one thing, land, rural land, urban land, agricultural land, whatever land, in GST, we don't differentiate. Income tax, we have differences which are there. Yes or no? There's some differences, but in GST, we don't have any differences. Baba, income tax, I had learned when I was a kid, means I was writing CA final. Now also I'm a kid only. What? Do you think I'm old? Everyone over here now. Land understood? Land understood? Chalo, next. Benefit arising out of land. What do you mean by benefit arising out of land? I'll tell you. For an example, this is one land which belongs to Venkat. This is Venkat ka land. This is my office. This is my home. Okay, everyone. Every day I have to go like this from here to here. I told Venkat, can you give me right to path? Means, can you give me a path in between so that I can come and go to my office directly? Venkat went ahead and allowed me to go, come. He gave me right to ways. Right to ways. He told, okay, sir, you can go through the path, you can come. I am allowing you. Whose benefit was it to use the land? Venkat's. Venkat gave me the benefit. He is giving me immovable property. He is giving me what? Any benefit out of your immovable property. If you give it to me, you are giving me what? Immovable property. I'll give you one more example. This is one land. Land belongs to Venkat. Venkat ka land is there over here. In this land, one pond is there. In this pond, small fishes are there. Nobody will laugh at my drawing, please. I love drawing. Okay, everyone here. I told Venkat, I will come over here. I will take one stick and I will catch fishes. Okay? Whose benefit it is out of his land to catch fishes? Venkat's. Now, if Venkat gives me the right to catch away fishes from his land, he is giving me a benefit which was arising out of his land, which he has given to me. He has given me an immovable property. I'll give you one more example. This land belongs to Venkat. I am one builder, not bodybuilder, Baba, real estate builder. Okay? You know what I do? I make buildings. I told, hey Venkat, give me your land. What? You are staying in a small hut over here in the land. I will do one thing. In your land, I will make one first class building. I'll give you 2 flats. He gave me that, he transferred the development right. What is this? Transfer of development right. He gave me the development right. I can go ahead and make the building on the land. And in return, what will I give him? I'll give him 1 or 2 flats. Does it happen practically? Yes. Now, when this person is going ahead and giving the development right to the builder, whose benefit was it to make a building on the land? My. If I give it to you, I am giving my benefit to you. I am giving an immovable property. Is my point clear to all? Whenever your land say any benefit you have, and that benefit you give it to someone, that giving of benefit which was arising out of your land is an immovable property. Is my point clear to all? People, I want yes or no at least. Some people are like, you tell whatever you want. Baba, clear? Chalo, everyone over here now. Land, any doubts? Benefit out of land? Baba, very important this is. After, at the last class also, you will see that I am talking about this. Goods and service tax means goods and service, you should know 100%. Can I go ahead? Otherwise, do you think I'll dedicate so much time and talk? If it is irrelevant, I would not have spoken so much. Land, benefit arising out of land. The next one, things attached to the earth. Everyone over here. This is one land. You know land is immovable. Benefit out of land is immovable. Now to this land, one building is attached. Immovable or movable? Immovable. Sometime you attach it. Sometime it comes out of the land and it is already attached. Tree. Are you understood tree or not? This tree is already attached to that. This is also immovable. You tell me what is this? Telecommunication tower. See, Venkat understands me. Telecommunication tower. This telecommunication tower. This is also attached to that. Immovable. Are we clear, everyone? Venkat, this one you tell. Pole, electric pole, already attached to that. Immovable. Are we all clear till here? Everyone over here. Land clear. Benefit arising out of land clear. Things attached to the earth is also clear. Or permanently fastened to anything attached. Whatever is attached, no. If whatever is attached to the earth, could you attach anything? Huh? This building is attached to the earth, immovable. This building may we attach the projector permanently. The project is there. There. Correct or not? AC, I attach permanently. Yes or no? Lift, I attached it. Lift is not movable. Lift is permanently attached to the building. It is also, sir, it is going up and down. No, no, no. Lift is permanently attached to the building. Yes or no, everyone? Anything permanently attached to what is attached to the earth is also immobile. For an example, this building is there. I attached one telecommunication tower here. Movable, immovable. Immovable. I put one. What is this, Venkat? Projector. Projector is also immovable. This table, I permanently attached. Movable, immovable. Immovable. Fan. Fan. Immovable. Sir, fan is moving. No. No. It is permanently attached to the building. It is immovable. Are we clear, everyone? Land, everyone got it. Benefit arising out of land. Things attached to the earth. Or whatever is attached to the earth, if you permanently attach anything, that also becomes immovable. My question, this bottle, movable, immovable. This is not permanently attached. Sir, that shopkeeper, when he's selling the AC, has he permanently fixed it to his shop? That time it is movable. When you got it and fixed it or fixed it on the wall, then it is immovable. This classroom may, the laptop which is there, permanently fixed to the building? No. So it is movable, immovable? Movable. Are we clear? Sure, everyone? Any thoughts, any doubts? Projector. If I did not fix it permanently, it is staying over here only. Movable. If I permanently fix it, immovable. Did you guys get it, everyone? 100%. The chair tables which you are sitting over here, if I put screw, nuts, bolts, etc. and fit it to the building, movable, immovable? Immovable. Sir, but if I don't fix it to that, it is moving here and there then? Movable. Are we clear? Lift? Movable, immovable? Are we clear, everyone? Anyone? Any doubt till here? So, sir, what do you mean by immovable property? Land, benefit arising out of land, things attached to the land or earth, and anything attached to what is attached to the earth is also immovable. Is my point clear to all? People, remember these 4 things. These are immovable. Other than this, everything is movable. If it is if everything is movable, then that is goods. Are we all 100% clear? Can I go ahead? Chalo. So, sir, what do you mean by movable? Aha, now you know what is movable. Other than those 4 items, everything is movable. And what is movable is always goods. Can we go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here now. Next, it says other than. Other than means excluding. Goods means every kind of movable property other than money. Tell me one thing, everyone. Is money movable? Do I have some money over here? I'll see. To teach for educational purpose. No, I did not get some money. Okay, Venkat, give some money. Thank you so much, Venkat. Returnable basis, non-returnable. Everyone over here. With interest he wants. Everyone over here. I went to the shop. I told uncle, one coffee. Uncle gave me one coffee. I gave 100 rupees. Money is movable. Movable means goods. I told uncle, wait. Coffee ka bill you gave. Money ka also I'll make one bill. 100 rupees money. Movable. No, it is moving or not. Movable. 100 rupees money. Because goods means every kind of movable property. So 100 rupees plus GST I charged and I gave the money. Do you think I'll do that? They went ahead and excluded it saying other than money. Although money is movable, but sir, money will be excluded from the definition of goods. Money means, sir, then Venkat told, sir, money means Indian legal tender. INR is money. Then foreign currency, check, promissory note, bill of exchange, letter of credit. Baba, you want me to explain bill of exchange, promissory note? 12th, you studied or not? Then demand draft, pay order, traveler check, money order, postal or electronic remittance, NEFT, RTGS, or any instrument which is recognized by the RBI, which you can basically, when used as a consideration to settle an obligation, if any other instrument is there which is being recognized by the RBI and it can be used to settle an obligation, then that is also money. For an example, Reliance launched Lakshmi, supposingly, bitcoins are there. Is Bitcoin recognized by the RBI? No. So those are not money. But Reliance launched its own currency. Then Reliance launched some Lakshmi coin, okay, which can be used to settle an obligation and RBI recognized. Now what will happen? It is money. Are we clear, everyone? Did you guys get it? Tell me one thing. Then it says, but shall not include currency held for numismatic value. What do you mean by numismatic value? Venkat has one old coin, Akbar ka time ka coin. Now all those coin can you use to settle an obligation? Can you use it to pay someone? No. Now, if it is not money, what is it? It is goods. So if a shopkeeper is dealing in old coins, old notes, etc., which are no more in circulation, those are basically held for its numismatic value. Then are those goods or not? Goods. Is my point clear to all? People clear? Also includes money may, you should also remember it includes commercial paper and certificate of deposit. Basically, highly rated firms, banks, etc., issue commercial paper or certificate of deposit. You can give the money and they will issue a certificate of deposit. Now, one clarification is there that this certificate of deposit, not clarification, I am clarifying that certificate of deposit, commercial paper, which are being issued by bank or which are issued by whom? Highly rated firms which are there. Basically, those firms, when they go ahead and issue this certificate of deposit, etc., they take money from you and they issue you certificate of deposit. Now, this certificate of deposits and commercial papers which are being issued by banks or highly rated firms are also what? Money. Money, honey. No GST. Why no GST? Because it is not goods only. No, we have to see whether it is service or not. As of now, it is not goods. Can I go ahead, everyone? I'm not talking about GST now. I'm telling whether it is goods or not goods. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one. It excludes money and securities. You know what is securities, everyone? Securities actually, they have given, there's a definition which is there, but I don't want you to put so much brain into the definition. We will talk like this: shares, stocks, bond, debenture, mutual fund, government securities, any right if you have in securities, any interest if you have in any security, all those are what? Securities. And securities and money is not goods. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is, but includes, it says what? Goods means every kind of movable property other than money and securities, but includes actionable claim. See, actionable claim, there's a definition which is there. But I want you guys to first understand and then we read the definition. A claim for which you can take an action in the court of law. Remember this much. A claim for which you can take an action in the court of law. For an example, sir, your name? Nandan. Nandan is staying in my property. 6 months he has not paid the rent. Okay? Do I have a right to recover the rent from him or not? Arrear of rent, do I have a right to recover? That right to recover, if he does not give, can I take him to the court? Yes or no? We have an agreement, he should give the rent. He's not giving the rent. Can I take him to the court? Yes. That claim, I can take an action in the court of law. So it's an actionable claim. It's my right to receive. Now, if this right to receive, if I transfer to Venkat, that Venkat, hey, you go and recover. When I am transferring him this actionable claim, when I'm transferring him this is known as actionable claim. That right to receive. I'll tell you one more example. Supposingly, I have to receive insurance claim. I have a right to receive insurance claim. If insurance company does not pay, I can take them to the court. That right to receive which is there, if I transfer to someone else, I'm transferring what? Actionable claim. And when I give someone actionable claims are goods. I'll give you one more example. You know lottery? I think this is lottery. Okay? If I win, I will get the prize money. Baba, it is not important that the right to receive has to be, see, arrears of rent accruing. Right to receive insurance claim. That is an existing claim. That is already existing amount which I have to receive. Might be lottery. If I win, I will receive. It can be contingent also. See, it can be a right to receive which is existent, means you are already eligible to receive it. Might be it is accruing. Your rent is already accruing. Or might be it can be contingent also. Lottery. If I win, I'll get. If I don't win, I'll not get. Now, do I have a right to receive lottery amount? Yes or no? This right to receive, if I transfer to someone, means if I transfer a lottery to someone, lottery is an actionable claim. If I win, if you don't pay me the money, can I take you to the court of law? Yes. So, whenever it's a right to receive, what do you mean by right to receive? Number one example I gave you, arrears of rent. Do I have a right to receive? Is the right to receive accruing every day? If I transfer this to someone, that is what? Actionable claim. I have a right to receive insurance claim. I transferred the right to receive to someone. What am I transferring? Actionable claim. I have a right to receive lottery amount, gambling, betting. I put some money. If I win, I have a right to receive or not. If I transfer this to someone, actionable claim. Always remember, any claim for which you can take an action in the court. It means a claim to any debt other than a debt secured. Sir, why not secured debt? Baba, if it is secured debt, you sell the property and recover your money and over. My tenant is staying in my property. Is it secured debt? He's my debtor. He has to pay me money. But is it secured against anything? No. Insurance company, have they given me any security? It's not a secured debt. You getting my point, everyone? Lottery, I have a right to receive. Is it against any mortgage or anything? No. So always remember one thing. It means a claim to any debt other than a debt which is secured or to any beneficial interest in a movable property not in the possession of the claimant. It is not in your possession, but you have a right to receive. And it says whether such debt or beneficial interest is existent, I have a right to receive insurance claim. Already due date has come and they have to pay me the amount. Is it my right to receive existing? Yes. It can be accruing, arrears of rent. It is accruing. It can be conditional or it can be contingent. And they are telling, example I've given, betting, gambling, lottery, right to recover, arrears of rent, insurance claims, right to receive insurance claim. This right to receive which is there, if I go ahead and transfer to anyone, I'm transferring what? Actionable claim. Is my point sharp clear to all? Got it, actionable claim. I'm not able to hear everyone. Very good. Chalo. Next. Now you tell me one thing. Venkat, this pole is there. Venkat stood over here. He picked the pole and he took it out of the land. Movable, immovable now. Movable, immobile. Not talking only, people. Movable or immobile? Movable. One tree is there. Venkat went ahead and cut the tree. Movable, immobile. Movable. Movable means goods. Sugar canes are standing in the field. Movable, immobile. As of now, immobile. You cut all of them. Movable. ठीक है? Don't stand outside a jungle and say, ah, goods. No, 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 no. You can't go ahead and say that. Are we clear? Supposingly, I have 10 trees which are standing in my field. One person came and told me, Ramesh sir, I want all the 10 trees. I told, see, today I can't give you, but after 2 months, I will cut and give it to you. I had an agreement with him. Did I imagine all the trees as cut? Yes or no? Have I already imagined all the trees as cut? Yes. The day I imagine also it becomes goods. Remember, see, growing crops, grass, and things attached to or forming part of the land which are agreed to be severed before supplying, or if you do a contract also that I will cut and supply, they will become goods. Are we all 100% clear? Goods means every kind of movable property other than money and securities, but includes actionable claim, growing crops, grass, things attached to the land which are agreed to be severed before supply or under a contract of supply. Either before supplying you have already cut, or you have contracted that, sir, I will cut and supply to you. That day it will become goods. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Everyone over here now. I want to ask you some question to be sure that you guys understood. Agricultural land, immovable property, goods or not goods? Not goods. Sir, gold? Gold. Movable, immovable? Movable. Movable means goods. Can I go ahead, everyone? Electric pole already attached to the earth. Immovable. Immovable means not goods. Electric pole detached from the earth. Movable. Can I go ahead, everyone? Then AC attached to the building. Immovable. Immovable means not goods. AC detached to sell it. Movable. Movable means goods. I hope everyone 100% got the meaning. Paka? Chalo, next. Come to the right side. Now we are going to learn about services. Services means anything, anything other than goods, anything other than goods. What is not goods, everyone? What is not goods? Immovable property. Immovable property is not goods. It means immovable property is service. Land, things attached to the land, benefit arising out of land. I am giving you my development right. I am giving you goods or service. Service. Land. Baba sir, difficult to digest. Land is service. Yes, Baba. In GST, you have to remember what is immovable is what? Service. Because service means anything other than goods. Anything other than goods is what? Service. And money and securities. Money and securities are what, everyone? S. This is S. Money and securities are also not service. Array. Goods means what? Service means anything other than goods. Anything other than goods, money, and securities. It means money and securities are neither goods nor service. Got it, everyone? It means money and securities are out from service also. But here, movable property included here, and anything other than goods is what? Immovable property. Immovable property included in service. Can I go ahead, everyone? So if I am giving you the right to do fishing in my property, I'm giving you goods or service? Service. I went ahead and gave you the development right. I'm giving you goods or service? Service. Are we clear, everyone? I have one telecommunication tower which is attached to that. Movable, immovable. I gave you the right to use. Got it or not? Immovable properties are service. The next one. But includes, okay, tell me one thing. This is my building which is there. In the building, I got one boiler machine. You know, boiler machine will be there in companies and all. This boiler machine, I got it attached to the building. Mobile, immovable. Immovable property. Can I go ahead, everyone? Are we all 100% clear? Next. Service means anything other than goods, money, and securities. Money and securities are also out of service also. It means money and securities are neither goods nor service. So can I say in the first step when we went ahead and learned about goods and service, can I say money and securities are out? And hence we don't see the second step only. But if something is goods and service, we have to see the second step, whether we have supplied it. Only if you have supplied it, GST will get imposed. Did you guys get it? Where are we today? We are on the first stage. Everyone over here now. Next. But it includes activities relating to use of money. Activities relating to use of money means what? Everyone over here. Supposingly, I went ahead. I'm over here. Sir, your name? Vikram. Vikram is full angry. Like this he's sitting. Okay. This is me. This is Vikram. I went ahead and gave Vikram supposedly 1 lakh rupees only for classroom purpose. Okay. I gave 1 lakh rupees to him. Okay. Now, what is 1 lakh rupees? Money. Money is neither goods nor. He will return me 1 lakh rupees. Money is neither goods nor. On money can GST come? No, because it is not goods only. It is not service only. Can I go ahead, everyone? But tell me one thing. I gave him 1 lakh money to use. Baba, tell me one thing. Giving money to use, don't you think it's an activity? Yes or no? It's an activity in relation to use of money. Am I giving you money to use? If I am giving you money to use, I am giving you a service. For which, you know what are you going to give me in return? Interest. Are we all 100% clear? Money is neither goods nor service. You see the activity behind money. See, I gave you money, you will return me money. Money pe GST will not come because it is not goods also, it is not service also. But the activity behind money, what is the activity behind money? I am giving the money to use. When I am giving you money to use, that is a service activity. Did you guys understand this point? In return, what will you give me? Interest. Money I gave, money you will give. But behind the money is the activity relating to giving money to use. And giving money to use to someone and taking what? Interest is nothing other than a service activity. Can I go ahead, everyone? Got it? Next. It's conversion by cash or by any other mode from one form to another form. Sir, what do you mean by one form? Baba, have I told you the forms of money over here? So one form of money to another form. Chalo, let's understand. Now, supposingly, I went and this is the bank. I went to the bank. I gave cash. Is cash one form of money? Bank gave me DD. Is DD another form of money? Baba, on cash or DD, GST will not come. But tell me one thing. I went ahead and gave bank or cash and bank gave me DD. Did bank convert one form of money to another form of money? Has the bank given me a service? The bank activity, the bank activity of converting what? One form of money to another form. See, on this money, GST will not come. Money is neither goods nor service, but the activity behind the money of what? Taking cash, giving GD, bank has gone ahead and done a service activity. Did you guys get my point? The activity behind the money, which is converting one form to another, for which might be the bank will go ahead and charge me how much? So has the bank given me a service for which I will go ahead and give the bank supposedly 50 rupees? Tell me one thing. Has the bank given me service? That is why the bank go ahead and charge you DD making charges, etc. Is my point clear to all? Can I go ahead? Did you guys get my point? See, one form to another form. Money is neither goods nor service. But the activity behind the money of converting one form to another form is a service activity. Got it? Okay, everyone. Can I go ahead? Next. One currency to another currency. I gave the bank cash. I gave the bank INR. Bank gave me dollar. People giving INR and taking dollar. Money, both are forms of money, both are currency only. Both are currency only. One currency converted into another. I gave INR, bank gave me dollar. Is both money? Yes. But what is the service activity behind it? Service activity. Conversion service. Bank has given me conversion service for which bank will charge me an amount. That conversion of one currency into another, that activity is a service activity. Did you guys understand, everyone? Got it? Yes or no? Can I go ahead, everyone? Sure. Chalo, next. One denomination into another. I gave bank को 2000 rupees का note. Bank gave me 100 rupees का 20 notes. I gave bank को 2000 rupees का note. Bank gave me 100 rupees का 20 note. Has bank given me 2000 rupees back? Yes or no? But what service bank has given me? One denomination converted by the bank into another. When I gave one denomination and you gave me another denomination, is there a service which you have also given to me? Yes or no? What is the service? Converting one denomination into another. If the bank charges me might be 50 rupees, has the bank gone ahead and given me some service? Sure, everyone. So that is what is being told. One denomination into another. So if I go ahead And if I go ahead and this is the bank, I went ahead and gave 2000 rupees ka note. Bank gave me what? 100 rupees ka 20 note. Both are money only. Money is neither goods nor service. But has the bank given me a service of converting for which the bank will go ahead and charge me some amount? This activity is service activity. Money is neither goods nor service, but the activity behind the money of converting one denomination into another, bank has given me a service for which the bank will charge me an amount. Is my point clear to all? Sure, everyone. Money is neither goods nor service, but the activity behind the money, you have to see that is a service activity. Can we go ahead? But always remember, all this converting one form to another, one currency to another, one denomination to another, always should be for a separate consideration. Tell me one thing. I went to the shopkeeper. I gave him 2000 rupees ka note. I told uncle, take 2000 rupees ka note. Give me 20 rupees ka 100 note. He gave me out of love. He did not charge me anything. Is there a separate consideration which he has charged? If he has not charged any consideration from me separately, has he given me any service? No. Did you guys understand, everyone? Can I go ahead? Remember one thing, converting one form to another, one currency to another, one denomination to another, there has to be a separate consideration which is being charged. Tell me one thing, what is service? Service means anything other than goods, money, and securities. It means money and securities are neither goods nor service. Then they went, immoral property is a service. Then they told, but it includes what? Activities relating to giving money to use, its conversion by cash or by any other mode from what? One form to another, one currency to another, one denomination to another, for which separate consideration is charged. Are we clear? Now they went ahead and told about money, that money is neither goods nor service, but the activity behind money, that is a service activity, provided separate consideration is charged. Say shares wala people who deal in shares, etc. No, they went in and told, sir, for shares you did not say anything. It means if I am, supposingly I am Motilal Oswal, I buy sell shares and I make commission, brokerage, I charge portfolio charges, demat charges. Sir, for money to you told activity behind money is a service activity, GST will come. But shares ke liye you never told that activity behind shares of buying and selling, commission, demat charges, portfolio maintenance charges, will GST will come or not. So I will consider that that is also shares only and GST will not come. Government told, beta wait. Government inserted one explanation. Service will always include facilitating or arranging transaction in securities, demat charges, brokerage, portfolio maintenance charges, commission, etc. When Motilal Oswal, all these brokerage firms which are there, when they go ahead and charge that brokerage, etc., they are giving what? They are not, Baba, shares buying and selling per GST will not come. But behind that, the brokerage services, the portfolio maintenance services which are being given, that is a service activity. Is my point clear to all? They have given you a brokerage service, and for that they are going in and charging you a commission or brokerage, etc. So they are giving you a service for which you are giving a consideration. Is my point clear to all? Tell me, is securities goods or service? Securities, goods or service? Neither goods nor service. The activities behind securities, service. I lend you my securities. I give you my securities on lending. I'll teach you in one chapter, it will come where lending will come. I lend you my securities for a certain period. You told Ramesh, do you have Infosys ka share? Can you give me on lend? I lend you for 6 months and you return me after 6 months. I gave you share, you gave me share back. On share, GST will not come. But for giving you the shares for some time, I charge you one amount. That lending of share, is it a service or not? Will GST come on the amount? That we don't know. As of now, I'm talking whether goods or service. Yes or no, everyone? Can I go ahead? People, are you clear with goods and service? Goods means every kind of, I am not revising, you are revising. Goods means every kind of movable property other than money and securities, but includes what? Actionable claim, growing crops, grass, things attached to or forming part of the land which you have severed before supply or under a contract of supply. You have agreed to sever it. Sever means separate. Clear? Service means anything other than goods, money, and securities, but includes activities relating to use of money, its conversion by cash or by any other mode from one form to another, one denomination to another, one currency to another. Can I go ahead, everyone? Are we all 100% clear? Chalo. Everyone over here now. Now, one next point which I have written over here is derivatives are securities and hence neither goods nor service. Sir, what do you mean by derivatives? Baba, you know derivatives? Derivatives derives its value from the underlying asset. Derivatives is basically a document which derives its value from the underlying asset. For an example, I will go ahead and give you one example. I am over here and this is Venkat. ठीक है? Venkat and me had an agreement. ठीक है? Venkat and me had an agreement wherein Venkat went ahead and told me that after 6 months he will give me 1 kg gold for 25 lakh rupees. How much, everyone? 1 kg gold for 25 lakh. ठीक है, everyone? Now we had an agreement. We had an agreement that he is going to give me what? 1 kg gold, supposingly on 1st of July. We had an agreement on 1st January. Agreement done on what? 1st January. That on 1st July, he will go ahead and give me 1 kg gold for how much, everyone? 25 lakh. You know what happened? We had an agreement. We had an agreement that he will give me the gold for how much? 25 lakh rupees. On 1st July, you know what happened? The gold ka price in the market became 26 lakh rupees. How much? How will he give me for 25 lakh now? But did we have an agreement? How much is the loss he will have? This is a derivative agreement, wherein the agreement derives its value from the underlying asset. Are we clear, everyone? Now, what happened? Venkat, on the settlement date, he will go ahead and give me 25 lakh rupees, 1 kg gold. If he gives me gold, then he is giving me goods. If he gives me gold, he is giving me goods. Goods, whenever it is supplied to someone, he will have to charge GST. But you know what? In practical life, underlying assets are not given. In practical life, net settlement happens. What is net settlement? On the settlement date, he will come and tell me, Ramesh sir, 25 lakh I thought I'll give you. In my opinion, the price of gold should have come down, but the price of gold has gone up. And I knew that the price will go up. So we did such kind of agreement. His speculation was what? Price will come down. And my speculation was what? Price will go up. So I knew I'll be benefited. But he knew he will win. But here he has a loss. How much loss, everyone? And you know what? He told gold and all, you leave it, sir. I will give you net settlement. He did. Net settlement, he gave me 1 lakh rupees. My question to you over here, this agreement which we had done, no, is a pure derivative agreement. And derivative agreement where underlying assets are not transferred, where you don't give me the asset, it means you are not giving me any goods, only net settlement is happening, there will be no GST. Remember, derivatives are securities, and securities are neither goods nor service. Did you guys understand this point? However, if there is a derivative contract which is there where the underlying asset is actually given to the front party, then it is not securities, it is sale of goods. Did you guys understand my point? And when it is sale of goods, on goods GST will, then it is goods if it is supplied, transferred means supplied, GST will. Did you guys get my point? Sure, everyone. That is what I have written over here. Derivatives are securities, hence neither goods nor securities. I told you, no, securities, and hence neither goods nor service. However, where settlement takes place by way of actual delivery of the underlying commodity. Tell me one thing, your underlying commodity, you actually give it to me, then it is. Then such contract will be normal supply of goods and liable to GST. Are we clear, everyone? Now, when you learn your SFM, you will see over there, you have interest rate swaps, foreign exchange swaps, all these which are there are purely derivatives and there is no GST on this. Can I go ahead, everyone? This I have told you only for example. Catch hold of your SFM teacher and tell him, sir, please explain this. Okay, everyone. Baba, I will not get into this now. These are also derivative, interest rate swaps, foreign exchange swaps, all these derivatives contract whenever it is there. Remember, in your exam, if they don't tell you anything, remember derivatives are what? Derivatives are what? Securities, neither goods nor service. But if they tell you securities where actual settlement is happening, then it is goods and liable to GST. Are we clear, everyone? 100% can I go ahead? Everyone over here now. Next. I have given some example. Sale of debenture. Debentures are neither goods. 1 minute. Derivatives, I told you the right thing only, no? Derivatives are generally securities, neither goods nor service. But where derivatives may actual commodity is being transferred, then
Yes.
it is goods and GST will come. Can I go ahead, everyone? Are you sure? I'll ask you one question. Underlying asset is dollars. On the settlement date, you gave me dollars only. We had an agreement that you will sell me after 6 months dollars. Baba, underlying asset, if it is not goods only, then how will you charge GST? Underlying asset has to be goods. And if underlying asset is transferred, then GST will come. If underlying asset is not goods only. If it is money, money is neither goods nor service. Net settlement you do, then it is derivative. Actual commodity you give, then also money pay anyways. No GST. People, you got it over the head. Inside or not? Sure, everyone. Can I go ahead? Next. Sale of debenture, neither goods nor service, no GST. Land is what? Goods or service? Immovable property is service. Baba, this point you will not understand now. You will understand detail later. Next. Cash deposited into bank. Baba, you put money in the bank. Goods or service? Neither goods nor service. It's money. Money, honey, is neither goods nor service. No GST. Next. Housing loan. Bank gave you 10 lakh rupees. You will return that 10 lakh rupees. 10 lakh rupees, money. Neither goods nor. So transaction in money. Money is neither goods nor service. But interest on the loan. Bank has given you money to use and you are giving interest. That loan was loan amount, neither goods nor service. But behind that, the activity was what? Giving the money to use, and that is a service. Are we all 100% clear? Everyone on the left side. Can you see on the left side, everyone? Priority sector lending certificate. Please come to PSLC. Priority sector lending certificates. We also call them PSLC. Everyone over here, listen to me very carefully. What is a priority sector lending certificate? What is the priority sector of the country? I'll not get into detail talking about PSLC, but let's understand how much is required. Okay? You want to do CA or banking is CA. Baba, if you want to learn in detail, I am going to teach you. What I am telling is PSLCs are relating to banking sectors basically. I'll tell you what happens. Tell me, what is the priority sector in the country? What is the priority sector in the country? Agriculture. Supposingly, this is bank, this is SBI, State Bank of India. This is ICICI Bank. This is State Bank of India and this is ICICI Bank. You know what happens? Supposingly, they are going ahead and giving loan, total loan portfolio which they have gone ahead and given is 100 crore. Here also the total loan portfolio is how much, everyone? 100 crore. What is the priority sector in the country? Agriculture. So government says RBI has kept norms saying minimum. Supposingly, I am telling you only a hypothetical figure, that minimum 20% of your loan should be given for agriculture. Like that, micro enterprises, small industries which are there, those are also priority sector. But I am talking about agriculture. How much loan should be given to priority sector, everyone? 20 crore. How much loan should be given to priority sector? So you know how much he has given? Actually, he gave 30 crore ka loan to priority sector. How much they gave? 30 crore. 30 crore. Have they met the criteria? You know how much they gave? They gave only 15 crore. Have they met the criteria? Have they met the RBI ka norm of giving 20% to the priority sector? They should have given 20 crore. How much they have given? 15 crore. It means how much is the shortfall? You know what? Here, who has excess? Who has shortfall? You know what SBI can do? Now RBI maintains one portal. RBI ka portal is there. E-Kuber. E-Kuber ka portal is there, where this bank can go over here and this priority sector lending certificate. They can sell what? Priority sector lending certificate. They can sell one certificate to the other bank who needs it. Are we clear? And this is also one way a bank makes money. Not only by giving loan, taking interest. No. Bank sells what? Priority sector lending certificate. Loan will remain of the State Bank of India only. Only they will issue one certificate saying sir, he has not met the criteria. I am giving a certificate of 5 crore rupees. And this bank will go and he will buy the priority sector lending certificate. Now, if he has bought a priority sector lending certificate of 5 crore, has he met the criteria of 20 crore? And his 5 crore ka priority sector lending certificate will come down. Means his loan portfolio, it will be told that, okay, you have lent only 25 crore to the priority sector. Is my point clear to all? This is a way that you can go online and sell your priority sector lending certificate. So where you can go, eKuber ka website which is there, RBI ka, on that you can go and sell your what?
Yes.
PSLC certificate. Now banks went and asked the government, sir, just like how we go online and sell share, we also go online and sell priority sector lending certificate. Shares to are securities, and no, because when shares are sold, there is no GST. Same way, when we go to the online eKuber ka portal and sell priority sector lending certificate, sir, there will be no GST on priority sector lending certificate. Government told, wait. Government told what? Government told, beta, clarification given by the government. Priority sector lending certificates are not securities and hence they are what? Goods. Are we clear, everyone? Government gave simple clarification, they are goods. Now tell me one thing. When one bank goes to the eKuber portal and sends a priority sector lending certificate to another bank, is it selling goods or not? PSLCs are what? Goods. And goods, whenever it is supplied, will GST come? Yes. Now, SBI, when it goes online and sells the PSLC certificate, no, actually it is PSLC ka priority sector ka credits which are sold. They sell the credits to the another bank. Are we clear, everyone? This bank will never know which bank has sold the credit to him. They just go online and buy the PSLC ka credit. Are we actually it is credits which are bought. The name is priority sector lending certificate, but these are credits which are bought, sold by one bank, bought by another bank. Now, my question is, when ICI is buying it on the eKuber portal, does ICI know who is the person selling? No. And you know what? In this scenario, GST will come, correct or not? But tell me one thing, when ICI and SBI, they don't know each other, whether they will go ahead and think that this supply is intra or inter. If intra, then CGST, SGST will come. Inter, then IGST will come. What to charge? What to pay? Confusion or not? Government says, whenever you don't know anything, please charge IGST and pay to central government. Did you guys understand this point, everyone? And hence, in this scenario, you know what will happen? Always the nature of supply in case of priority sector lending certificate, because banks don't know each other. Transaction happens online through the eKuber portal. It is always interstate. And what will come, everyone? IGST shall be payable. Are we all 100% clear till here, everyone? Congratulations, everyone. We are done with your goods and services ka discussion. I told you about goods. I told you about service. I told you about PSLC. Sir, what is the most important part of this chapter? This chapter chart ka most important part is this. Can I go ahead, everyone? The most important part is priority sector lending certificate. Is my point on priority sector lending certificate 100% clear to all? Done. Close. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Please come to the next chart, everyone. Please come to the next chart. Everyone over here now. Listen. Whenever goods or service, do you know goods, everyone? 252. Services, everyone? 2102. Whenever goods and service, sir, I have this mobile phone. Is it goods? Array, now is it goods? Now you understand goods better? You understand goods better, everyone? These are goods. I have mobile phone. Can you charge GST? No. Something I have to do with the mobile phone? No. That something is known as what? Supply. This is the event. The supply is the event which if you do, GST gets levied. Are we clear, everyone? If goods and services are supplied, GST gets imposed. Can I extend this? If goods and services are supplied, intrastate CGST will be levied. Can I say when goods and services are supplied interstate, IGST will be levied? And whenever it is supplied intrastate, CGST and SGST will be levied. Baba, I have extended little, but did you understand the same thing? So, but we have to now go ahead and see whether whether it is supply or not. To understand supply, we have to go ahead and read section number 7, and one section number 8 will come in this chapter. Let's go ahead and understand section number 7. Everyone, can you see on the chart now? Listen. Now, Baba, this chart looks one page. It will take us at least 3 days to understand minimum. Okay, everyone. Now listen. Aram se will understand everything. Slow and steady always wins the race. First 3 chapters we are going to go slow so that your foundation is very strong. Otherwise, building will come like this, dangling here and there. Are we clear, everyone? Now listen. When we learn supply, the most important section which comes is section number 7. Section number 7 is divided into section number 7.1, section number 7.1a, and section number 7.2, and one more portion is there down, section number 7.3. Okay, everyone, there are 4 portions which are there in section number 7. Okay, now section number 7 is section number 7.1, section number 7.1a, section number 7.2, and section number 7.3. Now, what is section number 7.1 telling? Section number 7.1 says that if you are falling in any one of this, which one, sir? If you are falling in section number 7.1a, AA, B, or C, if your activity falls in any one of this, section number 7.1a, sir, why did they write AA? They could have written B only, no? When anything is inserted in between, later, actually the law was section number 7.1a, B, C. In between they inserted AA now. That is why it is AA. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, so section number 7.1a, AA, B, C. If you are falling in any one of this, which one? 7.1a, AA, B, C, and only 4. If you are falling, if what you are doing is falling in any one of this, see, you will see over here, this is there, this is there, this is there. Here also I have written 4 activities. Can you see these activities? If you are falling in any one of this, your activity will become supply and GST will be levied. Are we clear? Now you will tell me, sir, GST will be levied, but at the rate of goods or at the rate of service? For an example, restaurant, I am selling food. When you are selling food, 99% is food, 1% is service. Self-service restaurant, little service, most is food. 5-star restaurant, 5% food, 95% service. Will you consider it as goods or service? Because if I consider what I'm doing as supply of goods, the rate of GST is different. If I consider what I'm doing as service, then the rate of GST is 5%. What to do? Correct or not? Did you understand what I'm telling? Now, my question to you guys, is it supply of goods or supply of service? Sir, tension is there. But don't worry. In section number 7.1a, government says, if your activity is a supply in section number 7.1, you can go to section number 7.1a. In section number 7.1a, we have clarified whether it is supply of goods or whether it is supply of service. Are we clear? First, tell me one thing. Will you directly see in section number 7.1a, or first you will see whether you are falling in section number 7.1? If you are falling in 7.1, then you should go ahead and see section number 7.1a to determine whether what you are doing is supply of goods, see, supply of goods, or it is supply of service. Government clarified. See here, restaurant. Government told restaurant is always supply of service. So 95% food, 5% service, then also supply of service. Sir, 5% goods, 95% goods, food, 5% service, still supply of service. Total contract will be supply of service, and what rate will apply? Service rate. Sir, 5% service, 95% food. Sorry, 5% food, 95% service, still supply of service. What rate will apply? Service rate. Is my point 100% clear to us? Now, if your activity falls in section number 7.1, it is supply. Then we go ahead and see whether it is supply of goods or supply of service. And then the next point comes over here. If your activity is a supply of goods or service, now the next step you go ahead and see over here is, now Okay. If your activity is a supply under section number 7.1, now we also, even though your activity is a supply in 7.1, if government have written your activity in section number 7.2, it will be neither supply of goods nor supply of service. Means if your activity comes in 7.1, it is a supply. Then we further go ahead and see whether it's supply of goods or supply of service. Then if it is coming in section, even though it is coming in 7.1, but still, if it is told in section number 7.2, then Baba, remember, it is neither supply of goods nor supply of service. Out, out. It is not supply only. If it is written here, it is not. Are we all clear, everyone? Can we go ahead, everyone? Shall I start with section number 7.1? Everyone, please come to section number 7.1. Very, very easy. You tell me till date. Till date means till since the last one day. Have you gone ahead and thought anything is difficult? Baba, everything is very easy. Trust me, last day when we finish the class, you will tell, oh no, I should not have taken coaching only. Not required. No, it is required. It is just that I will try my best to go ahead and make it as simplified as possible for you guys. ठीक है चलो please come to section number 7.1 everyone. Section number 7.1, when you go ahead and see, no, section number 7.1, when you read, we are talking about the scope of supply. Supply will include what? Supply will include section number 7.1 A, B, C. When something is supply, we see section number 7.1 capital A, supply of goods or supply of service. Then we go ahead and read what? Section number 7.2. If something is told in section number 7.2, then it is neither goods nor service, even though it is supply. But government have thrown it out and told it is not. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, I want to read section number 7.1a. Section number 7.1a says, all forms of supply of goods, services, or both. All forms, all the activities. Forms means, as of now, you think activity. All activities of supplying what? Goods, service, or both. Sir, what do you mean by all form? People will get confused. No, what do you mean by form? So government told form ka meaning, such as, example. Government told, for an example, if you call it sale, then also it's a form of supply. If you call it transfer, sir, I just sold the goods. What do you mean by sale, everyone? Giving goods, taking money. That is what? It's a sale. Sir, I to just transferred my goods to my branch. Arey Baba, transfer is also a activity only as per GST. Can I go ahead? Next, barter. Sir, I gave the class to Venkat. Venkat gave me his watch. Arey, giving of goods, giving of service, taking goods, giving of service. I gave the class to Venkat. I told Venkat, early every day morning, only for classroom purpose. Venkat, you clean my car. I gave service, he gave me service. Is it barter or not? I gave him class, he gave me goods, he gave me his watch. I gave him my phone, he gave me his car. Goods to goods, goods to service, service to goods, service to service. Anything is a barter. Is my point clear to all? It should be a form, and form can be anything. You call it sale, you call it transfer. Transfer in detail we'll learn little later. You call it barter, you call it barter, you call it exchange. Baba, giving of old car, taking a new car, giving of old car plus some money and taking a new car is what? Exchange. Yes or no? Exchange may basically exchange and barter. The difference is exchange में some money is involved. The next one is what? Yes or no? You give old car, he will give you a new car without money. Some money you have to give. The next one is lease. What do you mean by lease, everyone? See, lease and rental, the major difference is I took one car for one day. The person who gives me the car on rent, he will not call it lease. Are we clear? I took one building on rent. Rent is generally for less than 12 months. It is 11 months. But if I went ahead and took a building on lease, it is generally lease is for a term which is more than 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, etc. I took one. You know what is this? I'll draw. I love drawing. Today I have not drawn anything. So I'll draw. You tell what is this, okay? What is this? Ah, JCB, Earth Mover. Correct. Very good. Very good. Who told? Ah, very good. See, his feelings and my feelings are mutual. He understands. only for classroom purpose. Everyone over here now, listen. JCB, I took it for 1 month rent. I took it on 1 month rent. Supply of goods or supply of no, it is rental. They gave me on rent. I took it for 2 years, 3 years on lease. Lease is generally for a longer period. Are we clear, everyone? Lease is for a period which is more than 12 months. Is my point clear to all? But one day they gave me a JCB machine. They will talk, we gave it on lease or it is rental. It is given on rent. I gave one car. I gave one car. Zoom car gives you a car. Does it give car on lease or giving on rent? Rent. When it is for a period more than 12 months, we generally call it lease. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. License. Baba, I have made a software. Software. Microsoft gives you the license. Is that a form? Yes. Is that an activity? Yes. Disposal. What is disposal? Disposal is generally a term which is used for useless garbage item. In your office, I had one projector which was useless. I sold it off as this. I disposed it off. Baba, what do you do? What do you dispose? What is useless? Old, second-hand item. Correct or not? So disposal is also a form. What they are going ahead and telling Ramesh, all the forms of supply of goods, services, or both, whether you call it sale, whether you call it transfer, whether you call it barter, whether you call it lease, rental, license, disposal, STB, sale, transfer, barter, exchange, lease, rental, license, disposal, whatever you call it. Sir, all forms, and this is such as. What do you mean by such as? It is only for example. If you have any other name also, that is also included. They are telling it should be a form. Form means it should be an activity, whether it is a sale, transfer, barter, exchange, lease, rental, license, disposal, or you give any other name. Because such as means only for example they have given these examples. Are we clear? So first of all, it has to be an activity which you do. Activity or a transaction which you do. Secondly, it should be made. I sold my car. That is what? Activity made. I took money from you and I told I will give you the class from next month. Have I agreed to make? Baba, it means if you take an advance and agree that I will give you some goods or service, that is also a supply. Got it? You went to Audi showroom. You gave 50,000 rupees as advance to them and told please deliver the car next month. They told sir we'll give the delivery next month. They took 50 lakh rupees from you now only. My question to you guys, have they agreed to do the sale? That is also included in the definition. Audi has done a crime. They have to pay GST. When they have to pay GST and all, I'll talk later. But as of now, is it a supply? Next. For a consideration. Number one, it has to be an activity. Number two, it has to be for a consideration. Sir, what do you mean by consideration? Consideration, I will talk about that, not required now. Sir, what do you mean by consideration? I gave you the class. You gave me in return money. Is money consideration? Yes. I gave you class. In return, you gave me gold chain. Is gold chain consideration? Yes. I gave you class. In return, Venkat gave class to my son. Is that also consideration? Yes. Baba, consideration can be anything in cash. It can be in kind. Consideration can be in cash. Consideration can be in kind. Consideration can be something which you do for me, an act which you do for me. Yes or no? Something which you do for me is also a consideration. Okay. I told Venkat, I will give you the class. Venkat stays my nearby. Okay. And I gave the class to Venkat. Now, I did not give the class. I am shouting in the class. Every day Venkat is getting disturbed. Venkat came and told me, sir, it's too much disturbing. I will go and complain the police, I think. Because you are shouting too much in the class, disturbing a lot. I told Venkat, I will give you the class. In return, you don't go and complain the police. Is not doing something also a consideration which he is giving? Yes. Did you guys understand my point? I gave him the class. In return, what is he doing? He is not going to the police and complaining. Not to do something is also a consideration. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead? So consideration can be in cash. Consideration can be in kind. Consideration can be an act which you do for me. Consideration can be what? Not to do something. Forbearance is also a consideration. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. You have to read consideration का definition from your book today. It's there. ठीक है? But Did you guys understand the definition? See, Baba, you're not kids that they will tell you, please say the definition of consideration. Are we clear? But did you understand what can be a consideration? I'll talk more about it in future. Next, number one, it has to be an activity. Number two, it has to be for a consideration. Number three, they are telling it has to be in the course or furtherance of business. Everyone over here, it has to be in the course or furtherance of business. Now, I want to go ahead and talk about sale ka example. Chalo, I'll give you one example and we'll understand whether it is falling in supply or not. Okay. We will take the example of, you know, Audi. Audi ka showroom is there. Okay. This is Venkat. Venkat became a chartered accountant, and now Venkat went to the showroom to buy a Audi car. Okay? Audi gave him a car. He paid him, take 50 lakh rupees he gave. Now, my question over here is, car, goods, first of all, first step, is it goods or service? It is goods. Mobile, no? Secondly, then you have to see whether it is falling in supply. Supply told it has to be a form, means it has to be an activity. What kind of form it is? Sale. Sale done by Audi. We are talking Audi has gone ahead and done a sale. Sir, it has to be for a consideration. Tell me one thing. Okay, number two, it has to be done for a consideration. Have I given something in return to them? We are talking from Audi's point of view. Have Audi received anything as a consideration? What? Cash. Number three, is it the business of Audi to sell car? Is it supply? It is falling in section number 71A and it is supply. My question, when it is falling in the definition of supply, will GST get levied? Yes, everyone? Now, my question is, if GST is levied, what will Audi do? Audi will collect from you GST and it will give the GST to the... When it is giving GST to the government, what will it do? It has collected the GST from you. It will have input, set off and balance it will pay to the government. Did you guys understand this thought? Baba, my thought was not about other thing. My thought was whether it is falling in supply or not. Yes or no, everyone? Now you know what happened. This is Venkat. Are you remember Venkat bought what? Venkat bought a car. Venkat has a car now. You know what happened? After some days, Venkat is telling, very expensive to maintain an Audi car. I will sell it off. He went to one, you know, okay, this is one second-hand goods dealer. Second-hand goods car dealer. He sells car, this guy. He sold the car. Venkat sold the car. Baba, Venkat bought the car for his personal purposes. He was using the car. Now he thought he will sell the car. Okay? When Venkat sold the car showroom wala, the second-hand goods showroom wala, gave him 5 lakh rupees. Okay? Full 45 lakh loss. Okay? Everyone over here. Now, car which is there, has Venkat sold car? Goods. Is it supply? 1 minute. What kind of a form it is? Sale. Is it for a consideration? Is it in the course of business? Is it Venkat's business to sell car? If it is not in the course of your business, it is not a supply. And will GST come? Will Venkat collect GST from the car showroom guy? Will he pay any GST to the government? Nothing. Did you guys understand this point? I will tell little more. You'll understand, everyone? In the same example, you remember Venkat? This is Venkat. You know, Venkat had bought the car for his business use. It's a business asset which is there. Okay? And this is second-hand goods ka dealer. Okay, everyone? Venkat sold the car to him and second-hand goods dealer gave 5 lakh. Okay. Now, my question to you guys, is car goods or service? Sure. My question is, it is supply. Number one, what kind of a form it is? Sale. Sir, number two, is there a consideration? Yes, Venkat has got a consideration. Number three, read one line. It has to be in the course of business, means during the carrying out of your business. It need not be your main business. Might be Venkat is a chartered accountant doing CA ka services. But if during the carrying out of your business, you give CA service, that is also your business. And the word used is during the course of your business. So during the course of your business, if you go ahead and sell the car, will GST come or not? Yes, because the word used in the course or furtherance. Furtherance means might be for the promotion of your business, advancement of your business, expansion of your business. Even if you do something, that will also be in the course of your business. Can I go ahead, everyone? See, medicine company, they distribute free sample. That is not their business to distribute free sample, but this is for the promotion, advancement, expansion. If you do something, that will also be included in business. They are not telling only business. It has to be in the course of your business. In the course of my business, I give CA services also. During the carrying out of my business, if I sell my car of the business, that is also in the course of your business. Is my point clear to all? Did you guys get this point? And will it be a supply? GST will get levied. Sure, everyone. Now what will happen? Venkat has to collect what? GST, and Venkat will pay the GST to the. Is my point 100% clear to all? Sure, everyone. Please come to your book. What did I tell you? Section number 7 में? Section number 7.1a I have told you. I'm yet to explain section number 7.1a, but I've given you just a gist of it till now. Section number 7.1a told what? It has to be a form for a consideration. It has to be made or agreed to be made. Whether it is you have already done the activity or whether you have agreed to do for a consideration in the course or furtherance of your. Three things are important. It has to be a form for a consideration in the course of your business or in the course or furtherance of your business, then it will be a supply. Are we sharp clear till here? 100% everyone? Chalo, I have given you just a gist of section number 7 today. In the next class, we'll be going ahead and discussing in detail section number 7. Right, everyone? But today, at your home, I want you guys to start reading the textbook little. Right, everyone? Start reading it, enjoying it. What I have told in section number 7, I've told you about goods and service. I want you to read little about goods and service. Then I want you to go ahead and read about section number 7.1. Yes, everyone? And I'll see you guys in the next class where we'll go ahead and continue section number 7.1a. We'll be continuing with it. Right, everyone? Have a great day, everyone. Bye, guys. Take care. People watching at home, bye. And practice question answers, everyone. MCQs are homework. Yes or no? You'll have to do the MCQs and then come for the next class. Bye, guys.